Welcome back to episode 353 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
It's Baba Louie's Hobby Hot Takes Show with producer Phil and cousin Josh.
That's one of my favorite ones.
What's that?
Hi, boys. How are we?
Great.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good morning.
Yeah, Phil is our resident teenager. You slept in. You're groggy. Wake up, Philip. Wake up.
I'm up. I'm good to go. Let's rock and roll.
We just recorded last night. This might be the earliest that we've ever recorded our show. Is it?
It's not early. It's not early. It's 9 o'clock. I'm embarrassed for my appearance and behavior.
It's 8.
Your hat game is on point. For those listening, you got to describe your. I love it, dude. It's great.
It's a toque with Christmas lights on it, but I think it's a children's small because my head is pulsating. But we'll see how long I can keep it on for.
Yeah, your head's gonna get like 400 degrees too. So, yeah. Well, it's Christmas week. Any last minute panic? Did you guys get your gifts, Louis? Did you got your wife taken care of? Is that? Are we good to go there?
Amazon comes today.
Nice.
Whoa, risky, Louis, risky.
Risky business. There we go.
No,
what about you, Phil? Do you have a little special someone, a little, Christmas princess that you're?
No, I learned my lesson. I don't spend money on the girlfriends. Come on, man. What are you crazy? It's nothing serious. No, that would get expensive. But I will say, and hold on, let me close the door quickly because I want to tell you guys what I got the boys.
Oh yeah.
Door's already closed.
Wait. Before you do, can I just, because I want to say something about your last comment. That when you say something like that, it always makes me think of, you guys remember that Positive K kind of rap song, I Got a Man, from the 90s? And it's like a back and forth between male and female, and he's trying to hit on this girl, but she kept going, I got a man. And then and then at one point he goes, wait, your man buys you things and he takes you out? Well, you can keep your man because I don't go that route.
Yeah, there you go. I love spending money on women. I do, but I'm also 44 and I've learned a lot of lessons along the way. So the right woman, definitely chivalry is very much alive with me. But
good. It's great to hear.
I've walked down the hill. I've walked down the hill my whole life. The right people know what that means. Okay, so the boys, I got them that virtual reality thing, the Quest.
Oh,
I got 3 of them, so we can all play in the house.
Nice.
But I apparently I don't play video games though. But my brother does. My son doesn't really. But you can watch movies on it, apparently. I bought the lower version because it was still like $550 each. But you can watch movies on it. You can do a lot of cool things on it. So I'm just, nice. I'm very, so that's our Santa present. Yeah, and I love Christmas. I decorated and bought all the presents over a month ago. So I don't worry about Christmas close to Christmas. I'm annoyingly responsible with this stuff.
Who makes the Quest? Is that Meta or is that Apple? Or
I didn't really research it. One of my buddies has one for his boys, and he said it was such a game changer, pun intended. So
okay,
hey man, why not join him? So we'll do that, and the boy's going to his mother's house, and my brother's going to my parents, and I'm gonna have the house to myself. I might run around naked and pretend like I'm in a Swiffer commercial or something.
Meta.
Thank you for that mental image at 8 a.m. in the morning here.
Hygienic, clean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So after we're done recording, I have to edit very quickly, and then I'm piling the whole family. They're under strict instructions to get up and get moving into the car, and we're going to be the total Griswolds going up north for Christmas. I downsized the size of my car a couple years ago, and I got a 4Runner where I had a much bigger vehicle. It's going to be really cramped. I've got a 6'2" son, a 5'8" daughter, a dog, a wife, a girlfriend. Not my girlfriend, but that would be an interesting Christmas. My son's girlfriend.
My sisters are on the way. What are you talking about? You didn't make room for them?
Yeah. I don't know if they're girlfriends, but
my gumas, one's on Friday, one's on Saturday.
So it's gonna be, I think at some point when everyone's crabby, I'm just gonna turn on the Mali Kalikimaka song and just laugh. So looking forward to a fun family weekend.
Yeah, but hey, wait, when they're all in the car together anyways, isn't it just you doing your thing, one's sleeping, everybody else has their earbuds in, they're doing their own thing anyways?
Yeah.
I figured Denny drives and Josh sleeps. Are you one of those families?
I'm the driver.
Yeah, you sure?
Only I play the housewife when I'm with Louis.
There's a lot of men where I live that play the housewife. I never see men driving their families around here anymore. Something's going on.
But you got to remember, the reason why Josh pushes everybody to leave at a specific time is if I was driving, we could leave an hour later and still get there on time.
Don't stop. I'm just cautious. Big deal.
Oh, you're slow? Josh is slow driver?
Not really.
Yeah, it's like the Sunday driver all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Well, I just don't like to replace my tires and brakes all the time because I'm like, I don't need to like drive 80 miles an hour into a stop sign. I mean,
but your car is meant. Do you know what a lot of people don't understand? Traffic and transportation is meant to push it along for pure efficiency. For example, when it's a yellow light and someone doesn't go into the intersection to complete their turn, you're a menace to society. You deserve to get your license absolutely revoked. If you're driving under the speed limit on a major highway, you absolutely deserve to get your license revoked. You are not. You self-righteous slow drivers are such a menace to everything beneficial of driving in our society. I can't stand people like you.
That on ramp, that on ramp to the highway, that's meant for you to get up to speed, to get on.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you.
Be at speed when you get on.
Break at the corner. It's not meant for you to break at the corner and look like you're some safety, self-righteous, like, oh. And if you tap your horn, you're the psycho. You're the psychopath if you try to provide guidance to people who don't understand what traffic is meant to be. You are supposed to get to your destination as efficiently and quickly as possible. Keep it moving. No one has a sense of urgency anymore. It drives me bonkers. Sorry,
you're so triggered by traffic. It's like your nemesis in life. Okay, here's my pet peeve when I'm driving with the family is, okay, whoever's driving, like Louis, you're a champ. Like when we go, you take it for the team largely when we drive to Toronto, and the driver is, everyone else is on easy street. Like when we're driving to Toronto, I'm sleeping. When I'm driving, I'll be driving up north today. It's a 4.5 hour drive, whatever it is, because we're going all over the place. Whatever it ends up being, people are sleeping. They've got their, you can be on your phone, you can be on social media, they can watch movies. Me, the driver, I get the radio and like a podcast, right? Mm-hmm. That's my only option. I can't look at my phone. I can't watch a movie because I have to drive. Louis, the one thing about you is you're constantly on your phone and you're like halfway in the ditch half the time. Like that's not you drive.
Don't tell me these things.
Have we ever not made it?
No, but I can't believe you haven't been pulled over and given like a field sobriety test because you drive like a drunk person. You're on your phone.
Field sobriety test. What are you 24 again? No.
Okay, but anyway, so my only option for entertainment while I'm driving is the radio, and 100% of the time, and all my family has AirPods. They have their phones out and they're playing like TikTok videos at like max volume to the point where I can't hear the radio, and I'm like, come on, guys. I have one option here. I don't want to listen to and it's my kid, like these kids that they watch it and it's like the same like song repeating over and over again or the same audio clip, and it makes me want to jump up.
Tinny, right? It's not a full bass sound. It's when people blast their phones, it makes my ears bleed. Mm-hmm. Like it's I have my phone on the lowest brightness, the lowest volume. It's that might be our age, but
the sacrifices us fathers make.
It's a thankless job. It's a thankless job.
Okay, we got to
drive fast, take chances.
This is gonna be a fun one. Let's get right to it. So, what day is it today? Oh, it's Monday. What we got a recap, not preview. We got a recap. What happened on Friday? Friday Nights of Phil. We're all screwed up in our.
I talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, but that was for Thursday show.
Yeah, that's a different show.
Okay, just check out Friday Nights of Phil. It's every Friday.
Yeah,
they do.
I don't know
stuff.
it's going to be. There is a loose plan, and it always changes. Come hang out. You know what it is. What people don't know what it is. It's me with no restrictions other than
like
legalities.
It's like a loose stool.
I'll
That's a way
take
to
it.
put it.
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right. A couple of sponsor mentions we got to make real quick. Private collection insurance. We've been talking about PCI for a while now. If you've worked hard and spent good money to build your collection, and most of us have, we don't think that you'd regret an affordable and flexible coverage to protect the value of what you own. Each policy through PCI is custom, but that doesn't mean it's expensive. Most are just a few $100s a year, and you get covered while your cards are at home, on the road, at shows, really anywhere. I don't know. Like, for example, like, do you get nervous shipping cards? I kind of do, right? You hear of all these mail theft issues and stuff like that. Well, if you have a PCI coverage, you're all good. They cover in transit and as cards come in and out of your collection too. They have policies for every type of hobbyist or business, whether you're a personal collector, a dealer, a flipper, or even a card shop owner. They can help you get coverage too. And these are specifically designed for collectors. It's not like a general umbrella policy or an insurance policy that you're going to have a hard time collecting. The process is easy. Just head to privatecollectioninsurance.com, schedule a free consultation, and you'll get a quote. Okay. GP Sports Cards, the official breaking partner of our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. I have no idea. It's holiday week. Grant didn't get back to me. Just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're breaking.
Passed out from all that sugar rush. Everyone thinks he's a stoner. He's not. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He's just high on sugar and life.
He does 7 pixie sticks before every break.
Those rockets. Did you guys have those little rocket candies back in the day? They're great.
Oh, yeah. Like the Pop Rocks?
They were just like little crack circles for kids, man. It was just like pure energy. It was crazy. That and a Jolt Cola. Good to go.
A Jolt. Oh, my God.
So go to gpsportcards.com and he always posts breaks a few days in advance and has what's available there, and it is around the holidays. Sometimes you need some money, maybe there's a big card that you're trying to consolidate into. Grant is always buying. I mean, if you follow their Instagram, which you should, at GP Sports Cards, it seems like every day or two he's picking up a big collection, and what a life he lives, huh? I mean, the cards that guy gets to see every day, it's pretty incredible. So you can hit him up on Instagram, maybe DM him if you have some cards of value or a collection that you're looking to move, and I'm sure he'd be happy to speak with you. So again, find the break spots at gpsportcards.com. Lastly, before we get started, a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. What that means is we rely on the support, and we really do, of the good listener and watcher like yourself to help us cover show expenses, continue to produce more and better hockey card content. We have big plans to push the boundaries in 2026 of what hobby content can be and help us fund initiatives to grow the hobby in even a small way. If you want to support us, you can do it for as little as $5 a month. You can be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. You get the Future Watch Gonger title. And most importantly, you get access to our Discord and you get to join the community. And it's really, our community is not about us. It's about the community. It's run by itself. It's incredibly active. I would never have thought it would have even grown to what it is today. And I'm excited to see where it goes next year. Evan and Scott and the whole crew there do a lot of amazing things, from fantasy hockey to 5K challenge to scavenger hunts. It's just if you're looking for like-minded people that just want to enjoy the hobby and make some new friends, it's a great place to be. If you want to support it, just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, and click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page. Or you can just go to Patreon directly. Patreon is spelled Patreon.com, and just search for us. We're the Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description in both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram, TikTok profile too. Baba Louie, we have one new patron since our last show, and it's a big supporter, triple gold.
It is Oxford SVT.
What is like when cars are SVT? Does that stand for single variable transmission?
I don't remember what Ford's SVT thing is.
I'm not a big car guy, but
yeah,
made me think of that. So, Phil's getting hot. You're getting heated up. You're waking up.
Hey, special vehicle team.
Oh, sure. I knew
special. That. It's special, all right.
All right, you want to do the game plan and get this Gong Show rolling?
Yeah, let's do this. So we'll start with get to know your Hall of Famers. Then it's who's hot and the struggle bus. After that, we get into some hobby news. Then we had a chat with the Saskatoon boys building the Saskatoon card show again.
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 And then new product releases, the Gongshow Mailbag, and personal pickups.
Thank you, Bobo Lubai. Okay.
Yo.
It's time for Get to Know Your Hall of Famers, where we're profiling every single Hockey Hall of Fame player that ever lived. Started with the very first Hall of Fame class in 1945 and have since been working our way to the present day. Our goal is to learn more about the history of the game we all love. And today's Hall of Famer we're going to profile is Jack Marshall. Strong name, Jack Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're familiar? Your boy
No,
Jack?
negative. He kind of looks like the old Genovese boss, the guy who it doesn't matter. The chin gigante. Yeah.
No, okay. Not familiar, but glad you are. John Calder Marshall lived from 1877. I don't know if we've profiled anyone yet that was born prior to that.
How are they getting older? What is happening?
No, what's happening?
What kind of program are you running here, Madigan?
The Hockey Hall of Fame's like Benjamin Button and just like the
That's so silly. Anyways, well, let's
Moses
learn about
lived
Marshall.
from BC 14. Yeah, that's what it's going to get to. Okay, so he passed away. He was born in 1877, passed away at the age of 88 in 1965. Was born in is Saint? Is it San? Is that how it's pronounced in French? Canadian French?
I don't know. I don't know your notes.
Saint Vallier, Quebec. I don't know. That's probably butchered it. And passed away.
Oh, Saint Vallier. Saint Vallier.
Yeah.
Okay, why do you pronounce the T in Saint and not in Montreal?
I don't do. I've just been around it my whole life. I don't know the reasons why.
I'm getting a complex about this. Okay, he passed away.
Do
in
they do
Montreal.
that in Toronto?
All right.
Toronto.
Marshall was a Spitfire size during his career. He played at 5'9", weighed 160 pounds. Jack played both center and defense and was a right-handed shot. Can you imagine if there was a player today that switched off between center and defense?
Like, in baseball, Ohtani, right? I mean,
Yeah.
when people say sidebar, when people are like, I think Ohtani has a chance to be one of the greatest players of all time, I kind of look at them and think, isn't he already the greatest player of all time? Who you cannot excel at those two different things and be at the top of those two different things and not be. I just think there's no greater baseball player of all time than Shohei Ohtani, or maybe there's no greater hockey player than Jack Marshall.
Yeah, maybe. Have you ever seen Shohei Ohtani in person?
No.
No.
I have twice at Twins games. And what's striking about him is you think of like most Japanese men as smaller, right? Like shorter, like thin.
He's a big dude,
He's like an Adonis. I mean, it's crazy. He is huge. And
that smile, he's a handsome guy. He's always so respectful. All those videos where he's like he's a great man. Yeah. Good man.
So he played both defense and center, was a right-handed shot. Okay, Louis, get excited. It is Christmas for you, and here's a present. In a playing career that lasted from 1898 until 1917, so a pretty lengthy career, he played for every team in Canada. The Montreal Wanderers, Toronto Blue Shirts, Montreal Shamrocks, Toronto Professionals, Winnipeg Victorias, and the Winnipeg Hockey Club.
Love it.
During his career, he would only, unfortunately, win 6 Stanley Cups. His first one coming in 1901 with the Winnipeg Victorias, and his last one coming 13 years later as a member of Phil's beloved Toronto Blue Shirts. And in 104 career regular season games between the ECA, HA, and the NHA, Marshall scored 46 goals, added 4 assists for a total of 50 points. In 15 Stanley Cup Challenge games, though, he scored 12 goals, so stepped it up when it mattered most. Why should you care about Jack Marshall? Well, as we mentioned, he was born in Quebec and then a smaller town, moved to Montreal and started making his name in local hockey as a teen in the 1890s, learning the game in an era when toughness mattered as much as talent. Early on, he didn't lock into one sort of identity position, bounced around roles, even started out in goal in his younger days, and built a reputation as a true all-around hockey player. In 1898, he headed west to Winnipeg to chase higher-level competition, breaking in with the Winnipeg clubs and quickly showing he could handle senior hockey away from his home base. That move paid off in a massive way in 1901 when he was part of the Winnipeg Victorias team that won the Lord Stanley's Cup, one of the first big stamps on his legacy as a winner. After that cup, he returned east and joined the powerhouse Montreal Hockey Club, often listed as Montreal AAA, and stepping into a stacked lineup and fitting right in as the team kept collecting trophies. With Montreal, he won back-to-back Stanley Cups in 1902 and 1903, adding championships in an era where cups were earned in brutal, high-stakes challenges in short pressure cooker series. In 1903, he was part of the group that left to form the Montreal Wanderers, a bold move that showed he wasn't afraid to bet on himself. And it kept him at the center of elite hockey as leagues reshuffled. Not long after, he had a true storybook scoring night, famously scoring 6 goals in a single game against Ottawa. Sorry, Phil. In 1904, does that still stick with you? Are you still hurt by that?
Yeah, I'll get over it.
Too soon to bring it up? Okay. In 1904, one of those early era feats that still jumps off the page. He spent time in Toronto as well, including with the Toronto Professionals in the mid-1900s, proving he could plug into different teams and cities and still be effective through hockey's most chaotic development period. By 1907, he was back in Montreal orbit and ended up on another Stanley Cup winner, capturing the cup with the Montreal Wanderers and stacking yet another ring on a resume that was starting to look unreal. He kept producing highlight-level offensive outbursts, including 2 separate 5-goal games in late 1908 and early 1909, the kind of nights that made him more than just a champion. He was a legitimate game breaker. In 1910, he reached the top again with another Stanley Cup win alongside the Wanderers, cementing that his success wasn't a one-team fluke. He won everywhere he went. As his career moved into the 1910s, his versatility stayed a calling card. He played forward and defense over the years, adapting as the sport evolved and lineups needed problem solvers. The ultimate flex came in 1914 when he won the Stanley Cup with the Toronto Blue Shirts while serving as the team's winning manager, making him not just a contributor, but a leader of the championship operation. By the time the dust settled, he had done something nobody had done before: 6 Stanley Cups and Cup wins with 4 different clubs. Then his career and impact were formally recognized with his Hockey Hall of Fame induction in 1965. So he was the first player to win 6 Stanley Cups.
Wow.
So that's got to be a major reason they put him in there, eh?
Yeah, you'd think so. But then again, it goes back to that whole like the chaotic early period of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, builder.
Why did it take 20 years to get this guy? You'd think he would have been sooner, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Jack Marshall's hobby market, so he does have a rookie card. He has actually 2 rookie cards. He's I think there's 2 players in the first hockey set with 2 cards, and this is a very unique case where. And the second card for both, and I'm actually showing the second one first because I really love this card, are full body shots where if you think about the 1910 set and the 1911 set, they're mainly like waist up sort of profile photos. So the first card, rookie card in 1910 C56 is card number 35 that we're going to show. And what we're looking at is a PSA 6.5. That's a high selling copy. Sold for $4,161 US in December 2019. And again, I think there's 2 full body shots in this set, so I can't remember exactly right now who the other one is, but I really, really like this card. I think it's, I'm not saying I love the player as much as I just like that it's a little bit different. And then his more like traditional 1910 rookie is card number 33, and he so different, right? And I think he's in a different team on it too. He must be. And the PSA 5 we're showing on YouTube as a high seller. It sold for $1,986 US in January of 2020. Marshall also has a card in the following year in the 1911 C55 set, card number 29. PSA 6 copy that we're showing on YouTube's high seller sold for $840 US in March 2025. Seems cheap for that. Mm-hmm. And then strangely, even though his career lasted until 1917, I don't know if it depended on like where he was bouncing around and what leagues he was in. He doesn't have a card in the 1912 C57 set. Weird. So there's that. And I guess if you're jonesing for something else, you can dig in your binder, Phil, in your 1985 Cardophilium, where there's a Jack Marshall card. That's really kind of it. Now, maybe Upper Deck learned from Cardophilium to put players in multiple jerseys on one card.
Listen, this set, I went through it a little bit last night. It's if it's as cheap as Josh says it is, everyone should have one because it's a great reference set.
Yeah.
Beautiful reference set. I'm very happy I got it. I'm a little annoyed that there's 2. I don't know which set I have. Maybe I have both.
I think there's 3 technically. There's 83, 85, and 87.
All right. Well,
I believe the 83 though are postcards.
oh, I don't want that doesn't count. I don't want postcards. Yeah.
Is there on the Cardiff William cards? Is there like a bio on the back of them? That I wish there was more. There should be.
There's enough. It's small print. Oh, like here. Played for the Rangers 1940 Stanley Cup team on famed breadline with Matt Colville and Alex Shibicki. 3-time All-Star champion named Rangers for the 6 seasons. And then it has it in French. So there's a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what player that was.
We're going to move on. We're another week down in the NHL season. And during the season, every Monday show, we take a look at who's hot and who's slumped in their sad seat on the struggle bus. We each pick a player and state our case as to why each deserves hobby glory and why some deserve
shame.
So I'll kick us off this week with my pick for who's hot. Got to give credit where credit's due, boys. Connie McDavid is on an absolute tear lately.
You can tell it's Christmas, eh, Louis? Josh is being all grateful and
Very
thankful
charitable.
and warm and fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're doing.
I'm sucking up. No. Well,
Are you?
what I think happened, though, is McDavid heard you say the other last week, Phil, that maybe McKinnon's better, and it put a little fire in his tummy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go. In his last 7 games played, McDavid has 8 goals, 9 assists for 17 points. It's more than a 2-point per game average, which is very good. Not good enough to beat the Minnesota Wild last night, though.
Nope.
Well, it would have been 2 nights because I think last night you played the team that has only lost 2 hockey games all year.
Technically, yes.
Go.
Oh,
As
yeah,
we
it's a big
record, we play Colorado today, but yeah.
Yeah.
game. Okay.
Big game of the year.
Mhm.
Yeah. The showdown between who's finally better, Baby Bobby or Minnesota.
Well,
We'll
we know.
find out.
Don't listen. Oh, you're such a homer. Okay, go ahead.
The wall. Yep, I think the Wall of St. Paul's playing in net. Though.
Josh is on like, oh, the biggest debate in hockey. Who's better, Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes? Where did this ultimatum come from all of a sudden?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Back to
It's
McDavid.
awesome.
So on the season now, he has played 36 games, 22 goals, 37 assists for 59 points. That ties him at the time of doing research and recording with Nathan McKinnon for the NHL scoring lead. Also leads the NHL in assists with 37. It has a current 9-game point streak and is well underway to his 6th straight 100-point season. Very, very impressive. He got a new goalie for like a minute and then he got hurt. But it's not Stewie Skins, I guess. So maybe that put a little more fire in the tummy of Connie McDavid. And not only was he eating himself, he also was generous too. And I guess blessed Sloppy D with his 1,000th point this season. Because we know that Draisaitl could never get 1,000 points without McDavid. Not possible.
Right.
Of course not.
So he's a giver. His team is currently 3rd in the Pacific Division, so definitely in the playoff race, and just a leaky defense. I mean, now Jack Marshall played center in defense.
Mm-hmm.
What does his team need? I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
Jack Marshall won 6 Stanley Cups too.
Ooh, shots fired.
Ooh.
No, I wasn't shooting shots. I wasn't shooting shots.
Sounds like it.
You found what you're looking for. I wasn't going there.
McDavid's surging, that's for sure. And he's so much fun to watch. So, yeah, league of his own. Connor McDavid is a 2015-16 Young Guns PSA 10 pop 3,226, 42% jam rate. Last sold for 2,100 US dineros on December 14th. Down 5% in the past 2 weeks, down 6% in the past 3 months. 52-week high 3,300 US. 52-week low 1,750. So closer to the low than high. So if you've ever wanted one of these, now might be a good time to shop.
Yeah.
For yourself.
I'm gonna watch very closely the Olympics. I need Connor to win me over a little bit. Listen, I know he's an athlete. He doesn't owe us anything. I can't stand this. When you're famous, you gotta. I agree to a point, but like when you're famous, it comes with responsibility. Children are watching. Like, oh, go on. But I do agree with it to a somewhat of a point. I need him to show some warmth or something. And I know that's not his responsibility. I know that, but he will lose me. as a Connor McDavid collector, I haven't been as gung-ho lately to buy his cards. Not because he's not amazing. Just I've been watching, the odd interview, the odd. I guess that's just the result of a very focused man, a very driven man. I really enjoy how Brady gets under people's skin. I like to collect that. I love Guy Lafleur and Marcel Dion's legacy. I like to collect that. Alfredson is a big teddy bear. He's a father. He's gentle. He's an amazing hockey player. He's a hockey Hall of Famer. That's why I collect Alfredson. I'm finding it a little difficult to be a little spendy on McDavid right now, especially when I'm collecting Crosby, who's stoic, strong, leads by example. Listen, I know McDavid's can be all these things too, if not already. But there's something about the ginger that's not enticing me to further opening my wallet for more cards. And I don't know what it is. It's a little upsetting. I'm just being honest with you guys.
I don't know where this slide was supposed to go, but I think this is perfect. This will answer your question. I think Josh was going to get this. This jersey.
Yeah, I know nothing about this.
Okay, well, you guys are listen, don't use me as a pawn to get under other people's skin. I'm having a vulnerable moment about my PC, and you're using me as a chess piece.
No, I'll jokes aside though. I think it's a bit, right? So if anyone ever thinks on this show, I do not dislike Connor McDavid. I don't PC him. It's a bit, yeah. But and the reason why I don't PC him is largely what you said. There is a massive disconnect for me when it comes to Connor McDavid, and he is so good at hockey. I find it odd that he's not more beloved and famous. A guy that good should be transcended beyond hockey. He should be a household name just in popular culture. He's that good. He really is.
Such a separation of how good he is from every other player. It's wild.
There's no rational knock that other than he hasn't won cups, but I mean, that's part of a bit too. But there's some sort of, as I've tried to think, and I don't know what the answer is. I'm just a guy, but I almost think that he's like when you were rolling through those different players, it's almost like there's like a personality vacuum. It's not one personality. It's like, he doesn't have I mean, it sounds weird to say that, but it's like you have like the Kachuksters are, the heels, right? That's like their personalities. You have, and even to some degree, that's probably held back Crosby a little bit too, in that it's like you have to like connect on a human level with fans too, not just a hockey level. And I think that's what has not happened in the case of Connor McDavid.
Crosby showed a lot of frustration. You know what Crosby gave us? We watched him mature into a man. That was the difference, right? He came into the league as like a little snot-nosed teenager. I'm just
like whiny baby cry face, like the Crosby kind of thing.
Yeah, the crybaby, the sucking at face-offs, and he overcame. I'm gonna kill my cat. I don't know if you guys can hear that. He overcame every obstacle and then some. And he's just turned in. I'm 44. I'm older. Am I older than? Yeah, obviously, Phil. I'm older than him, and I would love him to be my mentor. How does that make sense, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. But he has the maturity and the way he carries himself and the athleticism that most men admire. And we watched that happen. Connor just came into the league like the best player ever, and in 10 years, I haven't seen his personality change that much. Saying that, I did see a really funny commercial with him and Bedard. So you guys don't see some commercials. Yeah, CIBC. I mean, they're all so lame, but the commercials are great. It is an opportunity to show you their soft skills. And I thought McDavid did great with Bedard. It was a great commercial. But I need more than commercials. And like you said, we're just guys. We don't have the answers. To circle back to the what topic are we on? I don't even know what we're talking about.
Well, we're talking about McDavid. I guess in defense of him, I think I've seen like two signs that I thought were really cool. Actually, his meltdown on the Face-Off series a couple years ago. I think humanized him. I'm sure he didn't love that part, but I think that you want to see that humanizing. You're right, and then I do think, to his credit, that he showed a lot of fire in the Four Nations, and especially in that championship. And it's just the stakes were, I mean, it's like, well, who really cares, right? I mean, there's no I don't even know what you win. We don't even know what the trophy is called for it, right? And so to your point, Phil, earlier with the Olympic Games, it is an opportunity for him to put Canada on his back and have that Crosby moment that he had in the Olympics.
We need it.
Right?
My country needs a leader of competency. And listen, even if you don't win and you give it your all, you do it ferociously and you get knocked down and God, I'm sounding like a 90s pop song here, but get back up again. If we need someone to lead by example, way deeper than hockey. Please, as a Canadian, we need something to rally around like that, to physically witness championship quality efforts and caliber. Oh baby, we could really use that up here. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to be Crosby because he's the best.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be McDavid, and this will be one of the first kind of big breakthrough. And we're going to move on, but I do hope, and we say this all the time, but it's kind of fun to poke the bear a little bit when it comes to, because people
anyone that knows you knows it's nonsense. It's
sport, right?
But it's working. It's funny. Yeah, keep going at him.
It's my sport, but I really do hope he wins the Stanley Cup. I think that because I care about the hobby the most, and I think that it's very essential for the hobby that he does win a Stanley Cup. I'm rooting for that.
I'm hoping it's just this, like, when you meet a guy or a girl and you're like, oh, they just need to get laid. Like, you know what I mean? He just needs to win a cup, and then maybe his real personality comes out. He's got blue balls,
Mm-hmm. You have no appropriate analogies, do you? It's like a ball.
I think it's extremely appropriate. I'm a guy, and I know that's a very frustrating thing, and I don't think straight. So maybe Connor's not thinking straight.
Definitely don't think straight. Baba Louie, who did you put on Who's Hot?
Oh, my Who's Hot. Houdini is back. No more disappearing. Matt.
Now you see me.
Boldy.
No,
oh,
right. Yeah. Boldy's back, boys. Scoring has come on huge for him in the Wild's 7-game win streak. Well, as of right now, I don't know what's going to happen today in real time. But that's just showing his role in the team's current success. He has been a threat everywhere on the ice. On this stretch, he's been involved in every high danger, high action play. His shots on goal are high. His offensive zone time, when he's on the ice with the boys, they are spending so much time in the O zone. It's crazy. And they're not just opportunistic goals. The dude is working his tail off. There's a different fire in this whole team, though. You could pick almost every player. Yeah, every player on this team. Ever since Hughes showed up, and we were on a roll before he got here, but even when Hughes showed up, it lit a fire under everybody. I don't know who Brock Faber is anymore. Watching him on the ice now, it's a completely different person with confidence. But back to Boldy, he's been one of the team's leading point producers, in this whole stretch, pushing the pace on the Wild's top line alongside, Kaprizov. They're having a ball out there. I really want Zuccarello to get back. I can't imagine having our full roster. Whew.
Well, here's the thing, Louis. This is very typical Minnesota. We're mid-season peaking, and we're going to be just in time to roll into the playoffs on a 13-game losing streak. That's how this happens.
13-game? I don't think so, man. That's
just wait, Phil. Just wait. It's coming.
We build it up in the middle, so then we have enough gas in the tank at the end to get in, just enough to roll into the gas station.
You just dribble in.
Get steamrolled by the Avalanche in the first round, 4-1.
I remember in the 90s, in the I think Detroit Red Wings. Yes, the Detroit Red Wings had one of the best regular season playoff records ever. And the San Jose Sharks just squeaked into the playoffs and they swept the Red Wings in the first round. That's going to be you guys.
Sure.
100%. Dude, I'm 48 years old. I've lived this. It's a definitive pattern here.
I don't care if we cross the finish line, hitting the walls, doing flips like in a car, as long as that gets across the finish line into the second round. I don't care how we get there.
Yeah, somebody made a comment to us the other day about the Wolves. The Wild are primed with Quinnesota to make a deep playoff run, and Louis and I are like deep, like the second round.
Has your city? Well, the Twins have won World Series. I know that, but have
91 last time.
Yeah, I know. Guy, I'm an Expos guy. Bastards, Chuck Knobloch. What about your basketball team and have the Vikings ever won a Super Bowl?
No, they lost 4 Super Bowls in
4. Well, not like Buffalo 4 in a row, but like what? Dante Culpepper, didn't he do anything for you?
Nobody's imploded like the Minnesota Vikings. Like we could go 1998. We had one of the greatest regular seasons
Adrian
ever.
Peterson.
No. This was Randy Moss and Rock and Randall Cunningham, and we Denny Green like literally choked against the Atlanta Falcons, and we had a kicker, Anderson, who did not miss a field goal the entire season until that. Then we had in 20 we had the Brett Favre fiasco where the whole
Bounty
Gate
thing and then we had the 41 donut game when I was at the University of Minnesota too, where in the NFC
I won
Championship
41 donuts.
We lost to the Giants 41-0.
All right, I don't need the Minnesota Vikings life story, but thank you for letting me know.
You started it.
I just all I asked is how much failure you had on your list. Sounds like
part
a
of our
lot.
identity.
Yeah. I love it.
Right. So, anyways, Boldy, dude, the kid's producing in all the clutch moments. He's opening games with goals, breakaways, putting the biscuit in the basket, and his power play success adds to another dimension that, keeps other teams' penalty kills honest now. I just want to say the whole Wild team. I mean, my God, it could be all of them. Where else? His confidence, his shooting, his aggression, and everything is up. He's killing it. Over his past 10 games, he's got 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points, and he's a +5, showing that when he shows up, he's very dangerous out there on the ice. His scoring rate is one of the best stretches right now of his career, and everything is up from last season right now. If the kid just keeps showing up, man.
Here's the whole thing with Boldy is that, and we talk about it a lot on the show too, right? The number one ingredient of a superstar is consistency. And there's a lot of players that fit into the Boldy category that show flashes and have these stretches where they're unreal. And then there's a month where it's like, where is he? Is he hurt? Is he on IR? Oh, he's played the whole time? Really? He hasn't done anything. And I think that's like the missing component with him. I will say this about the Wild team. I want to see if you agree, Louis. I think the team today is the best Minnesota Wild team in our 25-year history.
How could you not think that?
Right. In these last 15 games, 20, this is the best Wild hockey I've ever seen, honestly. Even going back to whenever 03, man. Matt Boldy, 2022 Young Guns, PSA 10 population of 818 with a 24% gem rate. The card last sold for $130 USD on the 20th. The card, well, let's flip this around. The card's been down 59% in the past 3 months, but we're ticking back up here. He's up 4% now in the past 2 weeks. And after the why am I blanking on who we played? Oh, Edmonton. After that game, it's going to tick up. Now we still got to wait to see what happens with Colorado here, but I still think this card will start ticking up a little bit. The 52-week high for him was 179 USD and a 52-week low of 56.
Are games like the Colorado game between the Wild and the Avalanche, are these significant in your mind? Like
yes,
is it more significant for the Wild? Like if the Wild win today, does that you think propel them?
Yes, yeah, because it makes a statement. Because we just played Dallas, and I think we spanked them. Regardless of the score, we outplayed them. And if we can do the same to Colorado, it's a statement game. Is it going to get you into the playoffs? No, but it's a statement for when you see them again. And when we probably face them or Dallas, whoever beats who or how it shakes out in the playoffs. I mean, we're going to have to go through Dallas or Colorado to get to the second round, probably. So it's a statement game. That's what I'd call it.
I think it's a statement game for regular season. There's been many times where Ottawa's beaten Toronto. Oh God, I'll use it. Fine. We've beaten the blue team 4 times all regular season. We roll into the playoffs first round, all confident. Oh, we beat them 4 times in the regular season. No, playoffs is a different hockey game. So you guys could smoke them, or vice versa yesterday, because it already happened. And to me, that I agree with Louis 100%. That's a statement game, and it's good bragging rights for the regular season, but that means nothing for the playoffs. Jack squat. If anything showed me last year's playoffs, I don't know why it took so long to realize this. It is not a little bit of a different hockey game. It's a totally different game, playoffs and regular season.
Oh, I sense it happening. This story has played itself, like I said before. Like, I have tried to build armor, and I'm not going to get sucked in. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to let it happen. I love my team. We're going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, who did you put on? Who's hot?
Well, I went Homer too, like Louis. I picked my my Volkswagen Turbo. It's doing really well. I'm very proud of this guy. So I picked Timmy Stützle. The German Timmy Tantrums machine is officially back online, boys. Timmy Tantrums has been feeling it lately, and the Sens are definitely taking full notice and advantage. He started the month really quiet. He flipped the switch the last few games. I even picked him for my struggle bus a few weeks back, and I have no regrets. He clearly watched the episode and he listened.
You put him on the trade block 2 weeks ago. Are you rescinding that trade now, or you still want to trade him?
No. So I would like to say that. So there was a comment that said, "Oh, that I still like Phil. That was just very reactionary." I would like to fight all of you and say I think a measure of intelligence is to be able to entertain ideas and not execute them, but to be able to understand things and grasp things and explore things in the mind by understanding that thoughts are just that to me is a true measure of intelligence and maturity. So just throwing that out there. Okay, back to Timmy Stützle.
Oh, but answer the question though, and I honestly, like, would you like if the opportunity came today? Do you think the Ottawa should still trade him for? I mean, sell high essentially.
If it makes our team better, as a Brady fan, I would not trade Brady, but everybody else, including Shane Pinto, is 100% always available to be traded for a better player. Okay. If you do not have that mindset, you are too emotional to follow sports. And that's 99% of my city. So anywho, okay. Timmy Stützle. Yeah, he's played a lot better in his last 5 games. He has, check this out, boys. In his last 5 games, Timmy has 4 goals, 7 assists. That's 11 points. Incredible. Elite top tier production. He has found the score sheet in every one of those games. He's not just getting sneaky secondary assists as well. He had a 3-point night against Winnipeg, another 3-point night against Chicago. His 2-way game, I am personally attesting, is phenomenal, fantastic. I think what I don't like about Tim is that he's just so choppy. He's not smooth. He's like a floppy German bratwurst out there. There's nothing silky about his play. And he falls all the time. Whatever, man. Just he's figuring it out. He's such an impactful player right now, and I'm proud of him for that. He's doing everything. He's scoring goals against Columbus. He's driving offense, setting up teammates. I do take back that I said I'd like to try him out on the wing. He has really shut my mouth up about that. He's been playing like a true center, and I wasn't wrong, but I'm glad he's changed it. His last PSA sale came in at $77 American on December 19th, so people are still buying them. Up about 2% in the past 2 weeks. That doesn't mean anything.
He has a high pop down 4,000 PSA 10s though.
Yeah, it's great. Well, he was a huge prospect, right? And then he dipped, and then he had that big last 20 games of the year. He scored and then he resurgence, and now we're just finding out who he is. And man, he's been playing some top tier. He has played like a top 10 NHL player in these past 5-6 games. I'm very proud that he's on my team. And yes, I would still explore all the trades, especially when a player's peaking. That's when you trade him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Phil. The struggle bus has pulled up, and I feel bad about this one. Sometimes like when you do this and we do the research and we kind of look into like what players are playing well and which guys are struggling, and you find a guy like Jonathan Taves and you realize how bad it's been. It's bad.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You're like picking on an old guy.
Yeah, well, our guy Johnny Fingers, his comeback tour has hit a bit of a snag.
Oh no!
In his last 10 games, Phil, he has 0 points and is -1. Is that good?
That's almost as good as that picture Louis picked.
You love it? I'm glad you noticed it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
not as bad as the Billy G. That's your picture of the year. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Put that guy in rehab. Holy moly!
On the season, he's now has 3 goals and 9 points in 34 games played and is a -13. So not much better cumulatively. And I try to look into. I feel bad because he was such a powerhouse and so important to those Blackhawks championship teams, and his legacy will always be intact, right? But if it's layoff rust, and of course that's real. The league, got faster while he's gone. Analysts and coaches keep circling back to the same idea. When you have a 2+ years away, it means your reads, timing, conditioning for NHL pace take a long time to rebuild. And Scott Arniel is one of the guys who's openly said that Taves is the first to admit that the league is even faster than when he left. And it's probably that he's just slower. He's 37, right?
Yeah, he's just... The pace of the game is, if it's 5% more, then you're done, right? And it's way more than that. So
it's a game. You're like micro factors can have big differences, and so age and time off is kind of a brutal combo. And he's trying to refine his game at 37 years old, and he hasn't played since 2023. And it's harder than a normal aging curve because you're trying to reacclimate to the game. And just at the, I think it would have. I'm not a Winnipeg Jets fan, but it would have been a nice story for him to come back after battling through the health issues and reestablish himself and be a meaningful contributor on the team. And I think he has provided like all the intangibles that you would expect, the leadership and stuff like that. But it's not the storybook maybe ending that would have been nice to see.
I really hope he calls it quits. After this year, though, I want him to stop. And for the simple fact that, you were talking about, his story, his legacy, how he was with Chicago. Even though we're going to remember most of that, seeing him play now, not keeping up, struggling, I don't like that because I probably won't remember that. I'll push it aside, but still it's happening. I just go out on top, and you're not doing it right now. Just
very few athletes do, though. That's like, I guess the cool thing about this, right, is that it feels like icky in the moment, but 5 years from after he retires, all anyone will think about is being the captain of the Blackhawks, which is awesome, right? That's how you want to remember people and these athletes. And but maybe something will click and he'll kind of find some of that old magic, and I would be rooting for that. Jonathan Taves is a 2007-8 Young Guns PSA 10 pop, just 305. 39% gem rate. Last sold for $310 on October 16th. Probably a really good buying time because people were reactionary, right? And we see him struggling now, and the legacy stuff isn't top of mind. So if you're a Taves fan and you've always wanted this card, not a bad time to buy. It's down 15% in the past 3 months. The 52-week high, $591. And this last sale at $310 is the 52-week low. So you really are at the bottom of the barrel.
That's probably mine. Oh, no, PSA 10. Remember, I found 3 of these in my basement. I sent them to Slap Sharks. I was like, what? They're worth hundreds of dollars? Yeah, I was very impressed.
Great card. Baba Louie, who did you put on the struggle bus?
Well, I could have put the whole team, but we'll just pick on John Tavares right now because, oof. Here's my sob story for Mr. JT.
You pick on the oldest guy on the team?
Well,
Yeah, it's good.
Supposed to be the man, right?
Yeah.
Lost the captain, whatever. His offensive production super, super down, compared to what the expectations are for him and the team. He had a strong run early, but now little production. He's had 1 assist, 12 shots on goal over 7 games. Scoring slumps right now for him. Bad timing. They need him now. Recent games, he's gone in multiple games without a point. He's watch him play. You say I'm picking on the old guy. Okay, well, if you're old, get out, because right now he's struggling against stronger defensive teams. They had a 4-zip loss against the Caps a few games ago, and they were shut out. With Tavares, and this team should not be shut out. There's talent, and they need to figure it out. Even when he makes a good play out there or getting the shots on net, the results, goals, assists, no points, nothing's happening. His impact isn't translating to anything. Nobody fears JT right now, or probably anymore, to be honest with you. The way I watch him play on the power play, ineffective.
He's a little guy.
Ineffective. Yep. Little value on the power play, which he should be. The whole power play's struggling. Very inconsistent, stagnant execution when he's out there for the whole team. Tavares looks disconnected, ineffective. Like I said, shots, they're low. If you haven't had a chance, I think it was after the Washington game, watch the interview with him in the locker room. It's the whole team, everybody's just deflated, and I don't know what this team's going to do right now. Phil, you're probably loving it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not loving the length, but keep going.
Yeah. Well, in the last 10, stop it. It's too early for that.
I was like, wait, come on, you can get it. There you go.
Last 10 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. He's a -5.
That is a crazy thing what you did say, though. 10 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. This is John Tavares. Yeah, something's wrong. That's crazy.
I don't know what, before I got ahead of myself on my slides, but he's not hurt. He's not being benched. He's terrible. You don't even know he's out there. And
that's too bad.
I know, it's so
former
sad.
Islander. Maybe he should go back to. They won't take him. They don't want him. I don't.
The whole the pressure that's placed on
the team,
Maple Leafs, that feel that it almost makes it impossible for them to win.
Not for him. Not John Tavares. I think he's a pretty strong internal type of. I mean, I have no idea. He could be a big crier in the shower. I don't know. Aren't we all? We all are a little bit. But Matthews. Yeah, I think Matthews wanted nothing. I think he thought he could handle it. And I know I make fun of Austin Matthews and everything. He's one of the greatest hockey players of all time. Dude, tell your agent to get as far away from any popular market. Like, go to Utah, go somewhere where nobody knows you, and you will have a beautiful life and a beautiful career, and you will have all the fancy dinners you want. I think he wants his cake and eat it too, but you can't have that in Toronto. So Johnny T, I think, is okay. I think Johnny T is very resilient. I just think Louis right. He just maybe sounds like he just got kind of old and the game's a little too quick for him. I don't know. Looks like he'd be a good coach, maybe. I like John Tavares.
And I hate beating him up too much, because a lot of this is just the whole team. Yeah. Just constant breakdowns everywhere on the ice, offensive zone, defensive zone. So I don't know. His poor stats just stood out to me, and I felt it was struggle bus time. So that's where he ended up.
I'm John. I'm sorry.
Pick a seat. Pick a seat, buddy. So he's a 2009 Young Guns, PSA 10 population of 276. Does that seem low? When I saw that, I was like,
you have to remember though that Seth's flagship prior to 2015 was printed so much less, and it was not the hobby boom era. Yeah, the whole McDavid rookie phenomenon really was a turning point or an inflection point in that. And so, yeah, I mean, it's like, and I think I mentioned this not too long ago, that I think I'm not very interested in base young guns 2015 and later because there's so many of them, but I do think that they're much more collectible from like an investment standpoint prior to 2015 and earlier.
Like what are we talking here? Like 5 times the print? You know what I mean? Like for every one Crosby base card, there's 5 Connor McDavids? No way. Way? Yeah?
Maybe.
Oh, that's crazy. We should ask Jason, friend of the show.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves telling us information, right? Anyways, if you have one, to get yourself a PSA 10, the 31% gem rate on these bad boys. This last sale was $95 USD on December 17th. In the last month, the card is up somehow 16%. Over the last 3 months, though, it's down almost 2%.
Okay. Whoa. So there's 276 John Tavares PSA 10s, and it's less than $100. That's wild.
It's because he's in the Islanders uni, man.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Who did you put on the struggle list, Phil?
Carp native. Well, no, I think he was born. Where was Mason McTavish born? Switzerland or something? I don't know. He's born somewhere not here, but I know he grew up in Carp, Ontario. Something like that near me. It's just up the road here. Anywho, we got a new driver for the struggle bus, and his name is Mac T. Mason McTavish. Sorry, bro. Which is odd because he's on the same line as Bennett Seneke, and I don't know. Anyways, just hear me out here. He's dropped his ice time quite a bit. He's at a pretty low 11 minutes a game. I don't really understand though, because when I did the old time machine on the website I use for my hockey games, I saw McTavish playing with Seneke. So I don't know. Take this with a grain of salt. I'm sure you already do. It's me. But I did check everything on the stats. That you can take to the bank. So in his last 8 games, he has 0 goals. He's on a second line. So he's 0 goals, 2 assists. So that's just 2 points. Not too good. Not too good there at all.
Sorry, your stats are spot on.
Oh,
just so everybody knows, they don't get mad at Phil.
I
went back to the last 10 games on the slide here. So so it's not much better. Just Phil is spot on. Don't yell at him.
I'm checking with everything all the time. So in his last 8 games, McTavish has 0 goals, 2 assists. Not very good, man. He has been a deep negative plus minus over the last several games. I forgot to write it down, but you just have to trust me on that. It might even be double digits. I think it's -8, to be honest.
I got a -7 in the last 10.
Okay. Thank you, Louis. He's not really, he's not pushing the play. He's not doing, he's just doesn't look like he's into it, which is a little odd after the big contract. Well, the contract he signed. He has won very few faceoffs. He's not a good trend in that circle as well. He's still getting regular looks on the power plays, but he has 0 power play points in his last 5 games. Not too good. The team's not playing the best either. I know they're full of young, hot, rocket fuel talent, but unfortunately, the Ducks have lost the last 4 of their 5 games. They got schmuckered pretty good in a couple of those too, which is standard operating procedure for a young hockey team. I understand that. But for Mason McTavish, I think we've had a little bit of a sample size, buddy. So I don't think there's too much patience left for him. It's urgency is the time is nigh. So I could see him being some trade bait, maybe one of those classic fresh start players. He's got a contract.
He's a monster. Like
he's a great player, man. Maybe there has to be a lot to do with personalities, right? Like what if like Leo, Cutter Gauthier, Leo Carlson, Seneke, they're the shiny new things, and Mason's like, what about me? Like Mason's still a young man. He's still in his early 20s.
Do you think Cutter took his girlfriend or something like that?
Who knows, man? Weird stuff happens, dude, with girlfriends. Trust me, I know. Eric Carlson, Hoffman. Oh my god. Anywho, but yeah. Oh, I did the thing. But yeah. Oh, so terrible. Anywho, McTavish is 21, 22 young guns with a PSA 10 population count of, wait for it, sit down, 2,198. Holy smokes. That's ridiculous. 56% gem rate. Well, I'd probably offload some of those if you could. Last PSA 10 sale was $45. Okay, maybe not. American on December 20th. So I guess the kid's still selling. But the card is down about 15% in the last 2 weeks. Whatever. No one's buying it. No one's selling it too much. It's around $50. That's what you get.
Okay, see, this just, again, like what Josh said, though, look at Tavares's population, and now we're up to 2021, and look at the pop here. It's just like,
it's bonkers.
It was just
Well, it's COVID,
like
right? People were bored. PSA is exploding, scaling up. The Mason McTavish, could you, I don't know, what's his contract? Do you guys know off the top of your head? I have no idea. But imagine him as your third line center. I don't think his contract dictates that, but I would love
to see the Wild trade for him, and I'd take a flyer on a fresh start with him.
Well said. I would take a flyer on him for sure.
Well, he's on a 6-year, $42 million extension.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. He's locked up with
playing 7 years, $7 million. My goalie makes more than that, and he sucks.
Well, he needs to figure it out because he's got another, Criminy. He's there through 2031. God,
he's got the skill that, guys, I always say my life would have been very different if I met a mentor at the right time. When I really believe, quiet you. I really believe, I believe that young men, and not just their fathers. I tell my son this all the time. Listen, I have one life I have lived. If you get along with an older guy and you value what he's saying, take what I say, take what he say, make it your own. There's lots of good men out there that never had an opportunity to help out younger guys. And maybe if McTavish finds that, I think Alfredson helps a lot of the younger guys on my team. That's great. That's what every team should have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slab Sharks, Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. The Slab Sharks might officially be on holiday break, but they're still processing cards, or processing, if you're British. For when the first auction of 2026 kicks off on January 8th. So get your cards in now, because it's going to be a monster. We have had some heat come in. I'm very excited for that auction to kick up. And, half the hobby might be there. It might be so big. Who knows? Slapsharks is also taking submissions for their first Apex auction starting in early January as well. This is a very curated auction for big, iconic cards that are valued at $5,000 or more. It's super big. If you have a card you'd like to be included in that first Apex auction, contact Slapsharks to review what you have. And if you're an American hockey card collector that has not yet tried using Slapsharks, well, to help sell your cards, we'd strongly recommend it. The three of us use the auction for our own cards. Phil, you just dropped off a boatload of cards for that first auction in January. So works for us.
What if one of my cards sells over 5,000? Well, you can have a $10,000 card and not apply to the Apex auction. You can be like, just throw it into my regular stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
And we partner with Slapsharks to be the U.S. submission center, so you don't have to worry about any international shipping, paying, or anything like that. You just ship your cards right to us in Minnesota. If you're an American collector, we get them into the auction for you. We got you. For complete consignment information and get the process started today, head to slapsharks.com. Hobby news.
Oh. Presented information to you.
There we go.
Oh, I love it.
First story, we referenced this in Who's Hot, but we didn't. Maybe should have talked about last show too. Got to acknowledge our guy Sloppy D, Leon Draisaitl, getting to 1,000 career points. It's a big milestone. So that happened on Tuesday night to our favorite crabby German superstar. Leon Draisaitl became huge. The 21st fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,000 points. I say that because I know you love those stats, Phil.
I don't. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right.
Took him 824 games, if you're counting. Mark Messier did it in 2 fewer games. So pretty lofty company there. And this isn't a math show, but he's averaged now over his career 1.21 points per game. That's pretty healthy. Draisaitl is the first. I think this is the most notable part of this. He's the first German-born player to reach 1,000 points in the NHL.
Deal. That's a big deal.
And apparently a lot of fans stayed awake it was 1:30 a.m. local time in Germany to witness Leon hit the big milestone. There's a German affiliate of Oilers Nation and this guy named, I think, Christian Heinz from there. Here's what he had to say about it. It was crazy. Treinst. He said it was crazy, of course. On one hand, it was obvious it would come somehow, some way. But if it hits, it's crazy because you think about he's not only a great German player, not only a great European player, he's one of the best of his generation. It's not often in Germany this happens. We've had similar path to, let's say, Dirk Nowitzki in the NBA, of course. His name comes up every time. We are proud. We stayed up the whole night. We had to organize how we would go to bed and be awake. It was 1:30 in the morning for us. So a very good night. And then, of course, especially the story with Stewie and net for Pittsburgh was a little bit more special for it. So, oh yeah, you got 1,000 points against Stewie Skins too.
Who
So
didn't?
that. Who would be? I'm trying to who was the German players when we were growing up? Was Ulf Samuelsson? No, he was Swedish. Obviously, Phil. Oh God. Kolzig was German, but I mean, he's a goalie. Yeah. Do we know anyone? Is Draisaitl the first true superstar? I can't really think of.
Well, there's a lot of good German players now. We got
the Wilds, Marcus Strum. Come on.
I don't mean now. I mean when we were growing up. I'm trying to think. Germany wasn't on the map too much.
Not sure.
Timmy Stu, come on.
No, okay.
Leon is 30 years old. Very much in his prime still. In those 824 career games, he has 416 goals and 587 assists for now 1,003 points, and is a plus 97. Averaged over 0.5 goals per game over his career, which is impressive. I don't know. Would you be shocked if, given he's just 30 and already has 416 goals, if he ends up in the 650, 700 goals range when it's all said and done?
No. He's that good, man. He's that good. All jokes aside, he's top 3 best players in the world right now? How could he not be? Him, McKinnon, and McDavid.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but upon achieving reaching the milestone, the Oilers presented Draisaitl with the new Corvette, but he had to immediately give it to McDavid because, of course, Connor McDavid's responsible for 80% of Draisaitl's career points.
Well, McDavid just has to drive it. He just sits in the passenger seat.
Yeah. Well, all right.
That part about the Corvette was made up. So if anyone is, it's us trying to be funny,
what?
even though
Dude,
we're not.
So out of he is not a math show, but 519 points ahead of the second place German.
Is that my guy, Stutzel?
No, Marco Sturm, our wild boy.
Oh, all time.
Yeah, all time. Right now, but that's huge. 519 points. Woo.
German hockey is on the rise. Leon Draisaitl is a 2014-15 Young Guns PSA 10 pop of 1,111. There's a number, Phil, for you. With a 55% jam rate, last sold for $630 US on December 14th. Up 23% in the past 2 weeks, up 28% in the past 3 months. 52-week high, $854. 52-week low, $500 US.
It's one of my least favorite Young Gun years.
Yeah.
This next story
is bad timing.
Why?
Because we're recording in the morning, and I want it.
Oh, Phil, did you see this?
What is this?
The Denny's sneakers that came out this week?
No.
Is this real? Are you 2 days to talk about this with you?
Are you pulling my? Are you yanking my chain? Is this real?
No.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, so cook. Let's go.
This story comes from collect.com. Last Wednesday, Phil's favorite restaurant launched a sneaker collaboration with shoe artist Mache, I think is how you say it. The company described the project as the ultimate fusion of American diner culture and streetwear fashion. They were sold to celebrate National Syrup Day, which I think is every day in Canada. So good. The shoes sold out in 1 whole minute.
What?
Even Denny's has a merch website called dinerdrip.com. Did you know this?
I can't. I'll write it down though. Dinerdrip. That sounds like an STD, man. That's horrible. That's fine. Nothing around about antibiotics can't clear up. Okay, what is it again?
Dinerdrip.com.
Okay.
They retailed at $195 US, but are already selling for close to $1,000 on eBay.
Well, that's
Flipper.
ridiculous. That's silly. You know what they should do? They should have tiers, like the gold edition, and you always, forever, the rest of your life, you get 50% off Denny's. Yeah, like American Airlines did in the 90s, but with breakfast.
Somebody's got to hook Phil up with these shoes, because you
size 12.
You would rock these at the expo, wouldn't you?
I would rock these size 12. Hook me up. I listen, I know I said I don't want gifts. I will take this gift.
So on dinerdrip.com, these are called sticky kicks.
Oh yeah, sticky kicks. That's what they named them.
like the sticky bandits from Home Alone.
Yeah, that's the wet bandits.
Oh, that was the first one. You're right. Sticky bandits was part 2, I think. Yeah.
The most Phil story ever. Last thing that I wanted to touch on is all the news about the congressman who sent a letter to the FTC about PSA and or collectors, I should say, and whether or not they are in some sort of anti-competition, antitrust, and urged the Federal Trade Commission in the U.S. to investigate them. So I'm going to run through the story, and then I have a couple comments on that real quick, and then we can talk about it. So on Thursday, U.S. Representative out of New York, I believe he's a Democrat, Pat Ryan, issued a letter to FTC Chairman Andrew Ferguson urging him to look into collectors' acquisition of Beckett with his concerns over unfair competition or monopoly type action. An excerpt from his letter reads, by systematically acquiring its primary competitors, Collectors has effectively dismantled market competition. If its purchase of Beckett goes through, Collectors will control over 80% of the industry's volume. Ryan, who's an avid New York Yankees fan, described third-party grading as essential market infrastructure for a hobby that has evolved into a multi-billion-dollar asset class where a single grade point can mean a difference of tens of thousands of dollars in value. Because a single grade point can represent the difference of tens of thousands of dollars in value, the integrity and independence of the grading process are paramount, Ryan wrote. Collectors, as in the company, strategy to consolidate and integration has given it the power to manipulate the value of the underlying asset, dictate terms to thousands of small businesses, and control the standards of an entire financial ecosystem. Ryan cited potential violations of Section 7 of the Clayton Act and Section 5 of the FTC Act, pointing to recent FTC guidance that recognizes the cumulative harm in serial acquisitions. He asked the commission to examine issues including monopolization, regulatory evasion, coordination among nominally independent brands, barriers for entry for new graders, labor market impacts, and the potential for market manipulation created by vertical integration. Okay, here's the thing with this. And we have a lot of Canadian listeners. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a political analyst, but here's what I do know. The Congress cannot compel, one congressman cannot compel the FTC to do anything. So who knows what's going to happen here? Maybe this will be the start of an investigation. It can also be a lawmaker who wants to get a little publicity, a little airtime on CNN.
A politician wouldn't do that, would they?
Yeah, they can ask and write letters, and it's kind of like we joke with my mother-in-law all the time. She gets mad at companies. She's going to write a strongly worded letter to the, So
yeah, my mom wrote emails. I'm sending them an email. I'm like, you get them, Ma.
and so just because a congressman asked the FTC, again, the FTC is an executive branch office, right? And so the president can compel. I don't know what level in their current political state a Democratic senator or a congressman from New York has the power to compel Trump to do anything. So that's about as political as we'll get here. So because he asked for an investigation, it doesn't mean it will happen. And B, it doesn't mean that Collectors has violated any laws or anything like that. Where it is, I think, somewhat noteworthy is that the hobby has reached to the point where it's on the radar of at least government. Will it stay there? Who knows? The other thing that I would say is Collectors has grown to the point where a lot of companies that dominate their markets, I think it's very common for the FTC to investigate, and probably a good thing. And again, it does not mean that Collectors has done anything wrong. You don't think Apple's been investigated because of the walled garden around iOS and the iPhone? If that's a monopoly, we had the famous Microsoft antitrust in the late 1990s and early 2000s. And so you can craft whatever narrative you want to out of this. It can be the next sign of the hobby apocalypse if you want it to be. I think it's interesting. I doubt it'll go anywhere. But and so I wanted to throw that out there.
Let's say it does go somewhere. What happens? Does it take like 5 years for the case to get concluded? Is it a 6-week investigation? Could you play out? Because I don't really get 80% of what you said, but not that it affects me either way. But a lot of people, I think, are a bit paying extra attention. And I think the way it's framed online is that PSA is getting sued and they're in big trouble. And no one's really reading the meat.
Which is why I wanted to talk about this, because I could see, like, as a Canadian not caring about the intimacy of how our government works, that this would feel bigger than it is.
Yeah, and I that is the vibe. Like on Sports Card Nonsense, their Facebook page, every second post is like, PSA's done. It's over. It's dead. Sell your slabs. I'm like, oh my goodness, guys, come on. Like
I said, the sky is not falling.
Chicken Little every week. This is so funny.
No, they could get investigated if the FTC
so what would happen?
Finds merit.
What's the word? Like if I'm Brad and it's like, oh God, oh my, like what's the worst thing that could happen?
Well, they could block the acquisition of Beckett.
Okay.
Or levy fines, or they can break up your business if they find. But here's the part, and again, I'm not a lawyer, and so
what do you mean break up the business? Like Richard Gere and Pretty Woman? Like someone buys it and breaks it into little pieces?
Well, oh boy, I
don't really care.
I'm going on a limb here, but I think
Okay.
like part of the reason why Google became Alphabet was another antitrust thing, right? Because Google got so popular where everyone used it, and they got investigated by the FTC for antitrust. And so the other thing is too, is like, I think every company that grows to the size and success of Apple, Google, Meta, Collectors in this much smaller ecosystem, that you should get investigated by the FTC just to make sure that they're not violating anti-competition laws and that it is a level playing field. But the amateur side of me, and just the way that I think about it, is yes, PSA dominates the market, but if we wanted to, the three of us could start a grading company today. There's nothing that's preventing us from doing that, right?
Right.
Yeah, why are you saying that? Like, what do you?
Well, because it's like, what for a monopoly to be a monopoly, it means that it's no longer level playing field, and that a company has put in place measures to prevent competition. So like the classic example with the Microsoft antitrust was that every PC that was sold in a store came preloaded with Windows, and that consumers didn't have the option. I think it was actually more around Internet Explorer, that they didn't have the option to use other, right? And so it was kind of like forcing the Microsoft platform. It's the same thing that's happened with Apple, and Apple's very good at, we call it like the walled garden, right? Once you're sucked in to the Apple universe, it's very hard to get out because they control your music. They control all the, all these other subscriptions that you have. And that's part of their intention as a business, right? They want to make the pain of change very real to leave there.
The pain of change. That was good. They make it, oh, sure, you can change, but we're going to make it horrible for you. Isn't that good business? I mean, it's slimy.
Smart.
But
that's a strategy in marketing. I use that all the time, is that you want to make, especially like when you're selling like software as a service or like subscription type products, you want to make the pain of change very real, where it's like, sure, you can go to our competitor, but now you're so intertwined with our service that it's going to make it annoying and painful to do.
Like when I go to a website, they're like, oh, you don't need a new password and username. Just use your Google Gmail. And I just click it God, I'm such a sucker. Damn it. They got me.
But I just don't see that, the hardest part about starting a grading company is that the PSA values are so much higher. Is that who really controls that though? I don't think PSA. That's the market. We, the hobby, decide that a PSA 10 is worth more than a CGC 10 or a Beckett 9.5. So I think it's interesting to follow. It's an interesting data point. I just don't know if there's really any conclusions that can legitimately be drawn from this step, because it could be all bluster. And politicians here in the US, I don't know if it works this way in Canada, Phil, they do crap like this all the time to raise their profile or speak to their constituency.
Maybe he's just a collector himself, and he just was like, you know what? I can do something.
Yeah, he is a collector.
Okay.
So
Yankees guy, yeah. Okay.
That's what I say about that.
Fun to follow along and watch.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
You go keep up on that, Josh, because I didn't understand a damn thing you said.
Yeah.
We're going to resume now our Building a Card Show series with our good friends Carter and Justin from the Saskatchewan Card and Collector Experience. They're working towards running it back, bringing back their show for 2026. And we had the opportunity to chat with them the other day to check up on their progress. And we hope you enjoy our chat with Canada's Yosemite Sam and his sidekick, Justin. Well, it's been a little bit coming, but we're happy to have back on the show our friends from Saskatoon, Justin and Carter from the Saskatchewan Card and Collector Experience. Welcome back, boys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, good to be back.
Happy holidays. Okay, so I want to get right into it. Now, you guys, we talked, I think, briefly or right after your very first show, which went down in I think it was very beginning of October of this year. We were there. We had a blast and are looking forward to coming back. At what point during that show were you guys, or maybe it happened before, were you guys like, oh yeah, we're doing this again?
I think it was Friday night setup. We just finished setup, and I made a little post on Instagram, and it was some rap song that came on, like, we're ready or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember how it went.
Okay.
Anyway, I made a post of that, and then that song came on in my car, and it just like hit me. It was like a feeling like, holy man, like this, like what we just created came alive. And just from the vibe and the feel inside that building Friday night getting ready, you could tell that it was going to be a huge success. Like everyone was just feeling it. It was so much fun. And then like that was the moment I was like, wow, this is incredible. And then the next day from like 11 till 2 Saturday, you couldn't even move in the place. And that's when it was like, okay, we created something special. So it was awesome. Yeah.
What's the first step when you've done this one time and now it's like, okay, we want to do this again next year. Is it the venue and date? Is that like the biggest thing to tackle?
Yeah, I would say, like that next day we were like, okay, like we got to confirm that we can book this venue again. So then we talked to Kyle, and we decided to move to the weekend before. So the last weekend in September. So we ended up booking it for the next 5 years. We figured eliminating that chance of the Blue Jays in the playoffs, because they're going to be good for the next little bit here. So that will help that, because we found Sunday at the show, the Blue Jays playoff game took a lot of the people out of the building. That was like, I think, the big factor on that day. So if we move it the week before, that should eliminate that. And it also help with the weather as well. Hockey tryouts aren't in full swing yet either. So that should help out there.
So some lessons learned there. And what's the reason that's a big commitment to go from one show, not just to the second, but to book for the next 5 years. Is that based on your confidence or just wanting to have that stability of knowing that you have the venue and you have the dates locked in?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that. And then the other thing is there's the expo in Van City. So we wanted to get our dates out there and confirmed, and there they are. So if people want to put a show on, then they can put it on around our dates. That way we were kind of like established, I guess. We had a vision, came to life. We had lots of great feedback, so we acted quickly. reserve the venue for the next 5 years, and then
That's huge.
So yeah, it was a great feeling. I mean, Prairie Land was happy with working with us, and we were happy working with them. So yeah, it's a great partnership there, and we're excited.
I'm kind of curious, like, what's different about the second time around? Like, are there more like bigger expectations that dealers have this time now that, because I would assume that anyone that set up that either believed in you guys to some degree or wanted this show to succeed in Saskatoon, and now you guys did have a successful show, and now has the tone or tenor changed with your customers, who are basically the vendors, where now maybe that there's bigger expectations this time?
From the vendors I've talked to, a lot of them were happy with how everything went. There was some feedback on little things we have to change, but for the most part, I feel like we wanted to create a party-like atmosphere. We did, and most vendors felt like it was like, okay, we're in the middle of Canada. I mean, this is almost like all the vendors get together here once a year kind of thing and have a good time. And that's what we created, and that's what happened. And most vendors want to come back and do it again. I mean, last year at this time, we had one person on board, and that was the Hockey Card Gongshow, after making hundreds of phone calls, and now we're over 60% sold out. So for next year's show, I mean,
yeah, it's incredible fast it went this year.
Yeah.
Complete 180. So
have you guys been given any like benchmarks, like by any people that have done shows for a long time, as far as, okay, if you had 80, I'm just making up a number, but if you had 80 people set up at your show the first year, like what's a good what's the word I'm looking for? What's a good rate for people to come back, like a retention rate for something like that?
For show goers or vendors?
For vendors, yeah. Or do you have a goal around that, maybe? Like where you want to?
Yeah. I think there's some. We'd like a lot of the bigger names to come back, but we want to showcase the little guy too. We had around 100, I think, vendors, didn't we, Carter?
Yeah, we had 93 in total, 93 vendors in total, and next year it'd be nice to bump it up a little bit more, but with the layout for next year, it's going to be, I guess, more tables. So I guess if there's room for more vendors, but if vendors want to buy 2 tables, then I mean, you have less vendors, but it's full. So I mean, the space is the space. So I guess if we can go from, maybe this next year we'll have 80, or maybe we'll have 110 vendors. We don't know yet, because it depends on many of these.
I would think like 80% retention would be good, because I think you can also then count on that. There's also people that, like, if you look at like how people buy stuff, there's sort of like people that like to be right on the cutting edge and like to be, like the day the new iPhone comes out, there's going to be people in line and early adopters. And then there's people that are kind of a more like wait and see. So I would admit, have you guys heard from vendors that didn't want to take the risk of setting up at a brand new show, but now that you guys had the success you did, where they're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll hop on board now?
Yep. We did have a few book that were hesitant last year that now saw the success of it. Said, yeah, I want to make this part of the run on my fall calendar now. So, and that's
totally natural, right? I mean, that's human nature, right? Certain people just don't have a very low risk tolerance.
Yeah. Yep. We're just, happy with like how it all turned out. Like, to get that, we're not even in 2026 yet, and we're 60% sold out. It's a really good feeling. It makes you feel like we did something right. We're just 2 collectors that were trying to make a vision into reality, I guess, and that's what we created. So yeah.
So you've shared this with us, and you just mentioned it a minute ago, you guys redid the layout of the show. Why did you do that?
So we did have some vendors that had, I guess, flow of traffic issues, you could say. So
In the back corners,
yeah, on the back corner. So what we did is we redid the layout so that it creates better flow for every vendor at the show. So it's almost you're almost forced to walk by every table before you can get to the next part of the building.
So the last one, when you walked into the venue, all the rows when you walked in were
perpendicular to you. Yeah.
Yep. And now this year, when you come in, it's going to be a row, right?
Yeah,
and then that wall.
The rows were north and south last year, and next year they're going to be east and west. And then we're also eliminating on the Pokemon side, so it's going to be completely separated. Pokemon and sports cards are going to be separated, but the Pokemon side, we're going to eliminate the curtains altogether. So it's going to be more like chaos on that side, whereas the sports side is going to be more the high class, elegant.
What do you want, like Hunger Games on the Pokemon side? You want people
that's
to
what we're
arm
going
them
for.
with
We want
weapons and
over there. Yeah,
let them kill each other? Okay.
Yeah.
Jump
That'd be
tables.
entertaining.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel, and getting feedback from other people, the interviews went, having players at the show? Did that tickle anybody's fancy, or?
I think it bringing Brian Troche in, Tim Michelle Day, that really helped put us on the map, right? For bringing people through the door. In all honesty, I mean, it doesn't bring that many people through the door, but a lot of people, when they're in there, are in awe. There he is, right? They want to see him. I think it's necessary to have someone come in. We have someone in mind for next year that we're working on. Hopefully we can get them.
I'll be there. I told you I would.
Right now. Yeah. And then
you're a guy.
It was great to have Brian and Tim there.
Brian's the greatest.
Yeah, Brian is unbelievable.
Awesome guys.
Yeah, it was like the personal experience with him was just amazing. I can't say enough about that guy. He was amazing. And Tim, Tim's another amazing guy too. Like just both beauties. So yeah.
I had a good time with him. He was fun. He's
a very nice guy as well. Very humble, down to earth.
Yeah.
I would imagine that there's kind of a scale issue when it comes to bringing in athletes, where to really drive a lot of impact, you need a solid roster. Like you need a dozen or so like top names. Like that would bring probably people in the door. But to do that, your show has to be kind of expo size, where where it makes sense economically, because these guys don't fly across North America for nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to as much as they deserve it, you have to compensate them for their time. And so it's probably kind of a delicate balancing act, I would assume.
Yes, it is. And then it's like, well, do you want to attract, and then you got to think, well, this will attract people 50 to 70 years old. This player will attract people 30 to 50. You know what I mean? It's depends what area they're in and who you're trying to target. That's another thing we learned, right? Brian Troche to us is a big name, but people my son's age have never heard of him.
If you had Macklin Celebrini, that would sell some tickets.
Yeah, that would sell some tickets.
Yeah.
So can I assume correctly that table sales is the easiest? Like if you look at like what's easier and harder this time around, is on the easier side, it's been a little bit easier to sell tables. Is that the biggest easy part, or is there something else that you would throw in that bucket?
I would I would think
definitely contribute.
Yeah. I think that's
now
the
you have
easiest,
something
hands down.
You have something to show the new people now, what we did last year and what the experience was. Yeah.
Well, you have what we did versus what we hypothetically hope to do. So you can sell that a little
bit. All we had to show people was a website before. Yeah.
What's been harder?
How to top that? How do we make it better? I mean,
like, how do we make the experience more experienced?
Yeah.
How do you bring home more of a memory from the show?
like some of the, like, we don't want to give too much away what we have planned because there are so many other shows in the works now. But we do want to do more fan engagement at our event.
Oh, sure.
Next year. So for what we have planned, it's going to be a lot more fun and a lot more party like.
Okay.
Did my Jello wrestling suggestion?
No, that got thrown out. Family.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, I was so excited to see Sylvain and Louis go at it head to head. And
I bought a singlet to do it too. Now I can return it, I guess. So.
What flavor Jello were we going to do again? Was it going to be peach or strawberry?
Strawberry.
Pistachio. What? Is that
too many nuts? Too many nuts.
Okay. Okay. Moving along. Are you guys? I would assume, like, I like to put myself in the shoes of the people I'm talking to, and I would assume that there is it's not like anyone's trying to do a show in the fall in Saskatchewan, and we've talked about this on our podcast. There is a little bit of a turf war brewing in Canada as the hobby's been booming this year, and people are trying to, any major city people can think of that doesn't already have a show, they're trying to add a show, whether it's current promoters that are expanding or new people that are popping up left and right. And has that been sort of a challenge to try to navigate to, because like I could sense like to some degree it might make sense to work together even though you are technically competitors, like to not to step on each other's toes.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to work together. You try as much as you can. You can only do so much. That's why we got our 5 years of dates booked. So that's,
I feel like there's more stories that you're not going to tell, but maybe.
Well,
maybe 10 years from now in the book you write will come out all the juicy
maybe
details.
In 10 years. Yeah, it's. I mean, turf wars are turf wars. At the end of the day, Justin and I were just two collectors that had a vision. Saskatoon needed a card show. We wanted to bring what the Toronto Expo is to Saskatoon, but have the Saskatoon version, the Saskatchewan version. Yeah. The collector show, made by collectors for collectors. What Justin and I created was everything that a collector enjoys to do. I mean, there was no, I don't know, like gimmicky thing to look at. It was just like, it was strictly for collectors. We had one bad feedback, and that was a kid who couldn't get an autograph by Brian. So we got him an autograph for Brian. Brian gave him a call. I mean, it's, I don't know. Like, yeah, we're just two collectors, I guess. Like,
sure,
we're just
two
trying to create a show. I mean,
yeah,
we're not trying to make $1 million. I understand these other shows are, and I mean, they can try to create their shows. They'll never create something like this. This came from the heart. You can't beat passion at the end of the day. I mean, hard work and passion is what we created here, and it was came to life, and people enjoyed it. And I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's
you're right. They enjoyed it.
We'll probably try to get pushed out. To be honest, like, we'll probably try to get pushed out of the industry. I mean, it's we obviously made some impact on it.
We did.
I mean, there was reviews from other shows about our show. I mean, it's been a roller coaster ride, and I'm loving every minute of it. I am loving every minute of it. Do not sell yourself short, you guys. You put something amazing together, and I walked around and talked to vendors that I'd never seen before and asked them what they thought, and a lot of the responses were the same, and it was mostly Saskatoon hasn't had something like this in years, and
over 30 years.
This is what they needed, and these guys did it right the first time. It wasn't just like your like we call the church basement card show. You guys went above and beyond to put something together, and all of the dealers selling there said you guys nailed it. This is the kind of environment we needed here to make this successful and to continue doing this in the future. And all of them said, I can't wait to come back.
Yeah,
so you did it right.
There was a few that tried to convince us to start small, like at a church basement or in a smaller hall with 50 tables and then expand from there. But I think the impact we made right off the start was something that we needed to do, and something to show the other provinces or the western part of Western Canada that we're here in the middle and people have been skipped over us for too long. And we felt it here, recognized it, and it took Carter to come to me and bring it alive.
Well, I didn't know what to expect. When we walked in on setup day, I was like, whoa. You guys did a great job. My biggest complaint are the nachos at Boston Pizza, which are the grossest thing that I've ever ate in my entire life. And whoever manages that restaurant should be put in jail and for a very long time, or at least until they write a letter of apology to Earth for me. How do you mess up nachos? I don't understand.
Those were bad. They were bad. Yeah.
They were not even edible. Nachos, yeah, never again will I do that. But I loved your beautiful city. Okay, so what vendors want most? So I mean, it's nice, you're going from north to south, to east to west. Maybe you'll do like diagonal zigzag. Who knows where you'll end up? But what they want is more people in the door. How would you like rate the first show as far as like, were you happy with the amount of collectors that came? And do you think there's a lot of room to grow that next year?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was the first morning we're out at the booths and watching everybody line up with their boxes and binders. Like, oh man, this is incredible. This is everything that I'd love to see here in Saskatchewan. I remember doing that back when my first expo. I was out there in the lineup with my 2-row count of traders and things to show people. Like, that's the experience I wanted here, and it was incredible to see people line up out the door, down the sidewalk. That's when I knew that, wow, this is going to be a staple in Saskatchewan.
What do you do to grow? Do you think that, like, are you just counting on kind of the word to get out and word of mouth, people talking about their experience last year, or are there specific things that you guys think you can do to increase the amount of ticket buyers and people that come into the show?
Yeah. So I was going to say, like, the vendors, a lot of them were saying this is a culture shock in Saskatchewan. The prices of some of these cards and some of these cards, like, there's like memorabilia inside them. Like, some people didn't even know these existed. So I feel like I had a lot of comments from vendors that are like, some people bought their first cards and then I feel like that spider webs. So I say word of mouth and more advertisement 2 weeks out of the event rather than 6 months out of the event.
You want to leave your powder dry a little bit right before. How much are you guys going to count on local shops in your area to help you market this next year? Do you going to try to ask for more partnership in that regard?
Yeah, I think we have to come up with like a competition kind of thing. Like, if they sell the most tickets or whatever, you get a free booth or something. Something worthwhile for the local vendors or local LCSs.
What about like trade nights or any sort of after hours events? Are you going to try to expand to that this year, or is that maybe down the road?
We talked about it a little bit. But, I don't know if
I'll be your DJ.
Like, I don't know how big do those trade nights get though. Like, even in other ones I've been to, they haven't been that. They're nice. I mean, they're nice to talk about, but I don't know. It's for the amount of work that goes into it.
You need a sponsor really to do it too, to pay for
that.
it.
Yeah.
There's a few other
Louis
ideas.
Will probably sponsor it. He'll do an F1 trade night.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. Be great.
Another thing that I've thought of too, and this is just me spitballing, is like the Prairie Line place, you guys had a lot of room and it was nice. You had like the aisles were very wide, but there is potential space. And I almost think it would be cool if you had like a trade area. Like my line of thinking here is give people a reason to hang out there all day. Like put like tables and couches. But then I think probably vendors complain that people aren't at tables. And so you have to balance that aspect to it. But it's more, I think to your point earlier about how do you increase the fan experience or the collector experience at the show? It's like, maybe give me, and then I suppose if you have a trade area, then you have people that come in that don't pay for a table that are setting up and being vendors in the trade area. And so it's probably a lot of pitfalls in that approach, but it would be nice to have just like hangout places.
Yep.
We did have that with our own space. Yeah.
Yeah. So this next year, we have one row that'll be for the Pokemon tournament and a hangout area. We made the hangout area a little bit bigger. Last year, that was one of the things we spoke about, Justin and I, was we were going to have a trade area. So we were going to be designated times, like say 10 to 11 was going to be football, 11 to 12 baseball, so on, hockey. But then we decided against it because then you will have other,
like you were just saying,
like selling, like as a vendor.
You're not going to be able to, you wouldn't be able to control that. Somebody'd go through their stuff, they show football cards, and there'd be a hockey card they saw them flip past, and like, wait, what's that? It's either it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
It's a no-win situation for a show like you guys. Now that I'm thinking through it, because if you had like this like big trade area, which ultimately became like a free vending area, your vendors that paid for tables are not going to be happy. And then as we've seen, and I get it too, when the show promoters crack down on it, then you become your anti-hobby. You don't, it's like it makes you look bad as a show too. It's like that the optics of that are always kind of terrible. And
people find other people in the show if they're at a table. I walk up to a table and somebody I don't know is there, and we're looking at stuff, and we sit there and chit chat. There's enough people that then after that probably pull away and what do you have, and talk on the side. I wouldn't set something up specifically for it. There's enough of that chit chat as people are walking around, or they pull back into the middle of the aisle and do a trade there or something. I don't think you need to give them a spot to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Have you guys reached out to the agent for Captain Cardboard Conundrum?
He was probably expensive. I've spoken to him a little bit. Yeah. So that is one thing that we are doing next year is, well, you guys were there, but for the people that weren't there, Phil ended up being our MC.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the last minute decision, and it ended up being a huge success. So we're going to kind of go off the coattails of that one and add to it, tweak it, and make it more exciting. And Phil will also have a partner there next year. We're still on the search, but that'll be more on the TCG side for
a lot of hot mic moments.
Yeah.
But,
hey,
but like,
well, I have an idea for you. We'll talk after the show. But Louis, how much would we pay Carter and Justin or how much would we fund to pay Phil to show up in that ridiculous costume for a day?
Name the price.
We want people to come through the door, though.
Oh, they will.
Be the greatest day of my life. Honestly, if I would just follow him around and laugh, and I would giggle the whole day. I'd be a 49-year-old giggler.
We could probably set it up so he comes from the ceiling too. Makes an entrance that way.
Cables and winches.
Okay,
we'll talk to Kyle.
I'm going to throw in $500 to rig the harness to give him a big wedgie as he's coming down.
I have a harness. We can make it happen.
Oh yeah. You're used to being on roofs. Okay, well, you guys did it, and it looks like you're doing it again. So in the meantime, if anyone wants to follow your progress, how do they kind of keep in touch with what's going on? Is your Instagram the best spot to do that?
Yeah, check out our Instagram, SaskCardEXP, or our website, saskcardexp.ca. And if you need to get in contact with us, everything is on there. And
how about merch?
Yeah, merch is on there as well. That's
Still there,
available. And
where do I get the cool flat brimmed hat? Can I buy that on the website?
yeah, you go to our website.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
Go to our merch. Yep.
Do you ship to the United States?
Ships everywhere. Yeah, you'll get it within, I think,
6
it's 3
to 8
to
months?
6 weeks or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick up at the show.
Holiday shipping.
Yeah, I'd also like to say, like, thanks for all the vendors and collectors that came out to our event and made it special. I mean, the reason I say no one will be able to create a show like this is because we say it all the time. It's the people. And I mean, the people in Saskatchewan, the vendors, they all got to experience it. And it was a good time and looking to make it that much better.
Yeah, even if you've never been to Saskatchewan like I had, you got to go, because I tell you what, you got to get somewhere. Everything is 12 minutes away.
Yeah, 12 to 15 minutes. If you need gas, 12 minutes. If you need an airport, 12 minutes. If you need a hospital, 12 minutes. It's uncanny. You can't go anywhere that's not 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that while we were there. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Very much appreciate you. Best of luck as you get into the new year and work on the you're running it back, the Saskatchewan Collector Card Experience. Second, we should mention too, if you still got 40% of your table spots left, go to your website. Is that the best spot to get those?
Yep. saskcardexp.ca.
All right, bye, boys.
And can I get a couch this time?
Oh, we'll talk.
All right.
Bye. Thank you to the boys for joining the show. Always good to check back, and I can't wait. I had so much fun in Saskatchewan last year that I hope they knock it out of the park again. They're grinders, and I'm sure that they'll get it done. And what I like most about the conversation and what warms my heart is that they're not satisfied. Like they want to make it better and still hungry. That's a very good way to put it.
Well, if you're still hungry, just across the street from where the show is, there's the Denny's.
Oh, I love Denny's.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get Phil's shoes and he'll try to eat them.
Yeah. If there's maple syrup on them, yeah. Say syrup.
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 It's syrup, but my mom says syrup to be funny, so
Syrup?
I always...
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought maybe it was a Minnesota thing.
No. New product release is brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Mint Inc. If you're a normal dude like Louie and I are, or if you're like Phil, and you've put off Christmas shopping till 3 days before Christmas, well, we're not surprised. There's no better gift than a hockey hobby box, a sweet single, or even a gift card from Mint Inc. They have a number of sales rolling out this week for Boxing Week. Still don't really understand, but I'm on board with the whole Boxing Week thing. You can stop in either their Vaughan or Ajax locations or shop from the comfort of your living room in your pork chop pants right at mintink.ca. I haven't seen the pork chop pants in a long time, Phil.
Yeah, they're laundry day pants. I have my rotation. They don't really. That's why it's frustrating that you latched onto them. I'm like, I never wear these. So
my favorite. You in Denny shoes and pork chop pants is a combination I can get completely behind.
Wait till you see me go to Slab Sharks. I'm going as an American, right?
You're going as American.
American. Fast food and football. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, while you're at Mint Inc. and you're buying those last minute gifts for those you love, maybe get a box for yourself. Yeah, you've been good. You deserve it. You know,
I'm stopping at Mint Inc. When I go there tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm buying another hobby hotel. I'm gonna have 4 now. They have one left, so I'm
you
going
can't
to pick
stop,
it up.
won't stop with your hobby hotels. That's for sure.
Can we edit that out? I don't want some jerk to go buy it before me because then now they have 24 hours to go. Oh boy! All right,
the race
better be there. I better be there when I get there.
I got a good clip now for the start of the show.
Okay.
What do you want to do now, Josh?
I spent a lot of time. I thought, I thunk, I noodled, I considered, and I am prepared to present to you guys the best new card designs of 2025. I have 4. I think I'm right. I'm probably wrong, but I think I'm right. And you, the good listener and good watcher, chime in the comments if you think how you think I did and other cards that you'd want to nominate. Of course, there's no right answer here. This is very subjective, but I actually think it was a pretty good year for new cards. And here's the criteria that I used for this too, which is important, is that for me, a new card design is one of two things. It's either a brand new concept that's never before been seen in hockey, or it's the first time a card is used. Like maybe it was like a basketball card in like 1997, but it never appeared as a hockey card before. So I considered that too. And I'll give you an example of actually one that doesn't qualify, that people, I haven't seen one in person, but I don't know if you guys have seen this too. I hear almost every day somebody's raving about the Ultra Power inserts from the new Fleer Ultra that just came out. And I guess in hand, like they sparkle like crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet.
But that card actually, the Ultra Power was a hockey set all the way back to 1996. Oh. So that wouldn't qualify for something like this. Through this process, I consulted friends, our Discord, got some input there. And in my opinion, these are the four best new card designs. We'll see if you guys agree. I also, for each new design, I'm going to highlight just a few cards, but you can see all these cards on hockeychecklist.com. So we're going to get started with a flagship insert. For me, one of the four best new cards of the year is the Bootleg from 2025-26 Upper Deck Series 1. And I think it's the biggest flagship hit of a new card, probably since Population Cup. If I kind of went back and tried to...
I'd say bigger than Population Count, yeah.
So as a refresher, there's 18 total cards on the checklist. The odds to hit one are really tough. To get any one of the 18 is 1 in 1,440 packs.
Unless you're California Dave.
Yeah. That puts the individual player... So he had an Ovi. Ovies are 1 in 25,920 packs, which is 1 in 2,160 boxes or 1 in 180 cases. So it's not a case hit. It's way rarer than that. And a couple of highlights. I said there's 18 players on the checklist. So you got Crosby. And the last two sales were both raw copies, were for $355 US. And there's been only 11 total sales to date. Then McDavid, last two sales are $218 and $300 US. There's 9 total sales on Card Ladder. I think this is I like this design. So I've got a very like 90s kind of vibe to it. You got Draisaitl, McKinnon, Bedard. So the last two sales are $436 US and $323 for raw. 5 total sales on Card Ladder. So very few of these have moved. You got Kaprizov, and then Dave hit the Ovechkin. Last two sales are $153 and $214. I mean, that's pretty cheap for a card this rare. You never know what these new will this still be a cool card 4 years from now, or will we kind of move past it? I don't know, but
it depends if Upper Deck keeps it going.
Yeah,
just don't change it too much. Just add more players, or do it every 2 years and add the players you didn't this year.
Right.
There's like you don't. I feel like they're just gonna like do 3 parallels of the rare insert, sticker auto one of them. Like, no, just don't make it weird. Just keep it simple, keep it solid.
Okay, a point on that. And it's tough to tell if a card's going to be a hit or not. One of the issues that you can already tell, if you look at the checklist of the 18 players, a lot of them are the who's who of players. So you bring it back and you already have a McDavid, Crosby, Ovechkin, McKinnon, Draisaitl, Kaprizov, Makar. You don't want to do another McDavid next year, but who do you put on the checklist?
Absolutely not. No. Then you do less players and add some legends in. Sorry, greats or relics or icons, whatever you want to call them.
There's been 11 total OV sales, so pretty low for a flagship insert to have. We're 3 months or so past it, or 2 months at least.
They're that rare.
They're that rare. Yeah.
That just shows you how, like, I'm watching the Crosbys like a hawk. There's not that many out there, man. I'm very happy I picked one up. I was a little like, I should have waited. There's not that many, man. No.
This is that jump on it if you can find it. If you want it, get it now. Yeah.
I would not do another lap at the expo and be like, I'll wait till Sunday or Saturday to buy this. And you're on Thursday. Yeah, it's gone, dude. It's gone.
There's a Makar, and then there's 3 rookies too, highlighted by the Demidov. And the last 2 sales of Demidov were $653 US and $436. So pretty big.
See, I'd go cheaper on the prospects and more expensive on Ovi, Crosby, McDavid, Makar. Like those are firm bets. Demidov, I mean, you could buy this for $50 in 5 years. You don't know.
The big question is the longevity of this sort of. It kind of remember how hot 16-bit were to start and how they're so hot right now. But it's kind of faded a little bit. I still think the first ones I really like, but they're not setting record sales. You never know what the legs are on something like this, but very cool flagship insert, I think. Do you guys agree this is one of the
big fan? Yeah. Big fan. We like for as much as we all like different cards, we like similar inserts. I don't imagine too much deviation moving forward.
Number 2 that I picked is Dark Matter from 2024-25 Metal Universe. These are not as rare. This is the most common, although I mean it's not super common, but of all the cards that I picked, and I think they're sexy, they're elegant, and mysterious in some sort of ways, and that makes them intriguing
Phil.
to me.
Just like Phil.
Thanks, Louis. I feel like they could have done. Imagine some gold foil around the outside of like Austin Matthews and metal. Maybe this card's missing something. I feel like it's 80% amazing. Okay. Someone needs to come in and do something with it. I have these cards. They're great pick. There's something missing though. Some type of refinement. I don't know what it would be.
It's the texture in hand that really makes it, right?
Yeah, it's awesome, eh? It's real. I like the raised. It feels exactly how it looks.
Home run design, in my opinion, I get your point. I mean, I'd love to see them experiment maybe with like an accent or something like that. While these are the pack odds they're 1 in 137, but there's 45 players on the checklist, so you have to factor that in. Like if you're hunting a player, so a guy like AM34 here that we're looking at on YouTube is in 1 in 6,145 packs. That's like 1 in 411 boxes. So it's still pretty rare. And these, if you're a big card, these are more of a value. Like McDavid, last 2 raw copies were $68 and $47 respectively. And just like with bootleg, there's only been 11 total McDavid sales to this point. So they're not selling too much. Yeah, McKinnon, last 2 raw sales, 62 and 40 US, 12 total sales on Card Ladder. Kaprizov, $26 and $58. I would really like a Kaprizov. 15 sales on Card Ladder. Now, here's where this is more set up to come back in subsequent releases. There's no Crosby or no Ovi of the 45 players on the checklist.
Penguins will look really nice on that black. Very, very nice.
There are rookies too, though. There are more rookies in Dark Matter. So to highlight a couple, you got Celebrini, and these are going to go for more. Last 2 raw sales, 322 US and 304. 10 total sales only on Card Ladder. I think that's a cool rookie card. And then Shimmy Shakes, Lane Hudson, last 2 sales. We actually have one PSA 10 that went for 400 US, and then a raw copy for 95 US, and only 11 total sales on Card Ladder. So I put Dark Matter as one of my favorite or best new card designs of the year.
A slab Dark Matter? That just looks wrong.
Yeah. Well, teach their own. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, this is very recency bias, but I think this card just slaps. It's awesome. It's the Lavish Autos from 2024-25, the Cup.
Bravo.
It spanked me right in my hobby feels, Phil. Got me.
It's good. I'm happy. I would have not put this in.
Okay. There's a non-auto version out of 50, but I think the auto with the blue ink is what really makes this card pop so much. So I had to go with it for my best new card designs of 2025. These are a little tough to get. All the autos are serial numbered out of 25. There's 36 players on the checklist, though. And here we have a mix of veterans, actually legend players, and rookies, too. So some of the key cards are Gretzky with the Oilers. I don't know how you can't like this card with that. I love it. 1,450 US. So now these are the first sales. So of Watney Gretzky.
Watney.
Oh, wow.
Watney Gretzky.
Watney. That's funny. Louis, your guy Madonna has one.
I know.
Oh, That's so nice. No sales to date, but this one I got off of eBay, so some are for sale.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying.
You got Ovi, who again none have sold. Love that one too. And then a bunch of rookies, so like Celebrini, and these have gone for some pretty big money. The rookies are horizontal. I don't like the horizontal as much. I prefer the vertical.
It's good. No,
Let's
it
get
looks amazing.
vertical. You Madonna guy, Josh? I think you look like a Madonna guy. Like a virgin. Touch the hockey card for the very first time.
I like the horizontal because the way they put the players on there, you keep the auto off them. It gives
Do you guys like
somewhere
how
to put
they
it.
differentiated rookies from vets too, a little bit like that, or no?
Sure.
Yeah, what? That's cool. Good idea.
With the horizontal vertical thing?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all rookies are horizontal.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that separation.
And then there's 1,918 and 1252 US are what the two Celebrities have gone for. And then there's a Lane Hudson that I think that's a cool card too. And no public sales there yet too. So it sounds like that this is not one of your favorites, Phil. Where do you land, Louis? Break the tie.
I like these cards in the autos because of the color signatures.
The color
they
of
had
the
on
auto.
site. Yep.
They're too plain and just the insert.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then I'm probably pretty predictable, but my last one I think is the card of the year by a long shot. It's the liquid gold from 24-25 Metal Universe.
No, I didn't think you were going to pick that.
Yeah.
What?
It's so bendy and translucent.
You're so bendy.
I just think it's like the most unique card where we've talked about like our interview with Jeff Mullen and the Authority, just how out there and new and creative their approach is. From a hockey card perspective, I've never seen anything like this. And that sort of stuff will always appeal to me. There's 25 players on the checklist, 1 in 960 pack odds. And it has a little bit of the bootleg issue, though. When you talk about bringing it back, they kind of ran through all the biggest names on the checklist here. You look at like McDavid, the last sales are about 1,900 US raw. Only 4 sales on card ladder.
Right.
You got Crosby.
That's it. Holy moly.
Crosby, the last 2 sales are 1,200 and 1,900 respectively. 5 sales on card ladder. Ovi, 400 and 475 US. The 475 was me. And only 5 sales on card ladder. Connor Bedard, last 2 sales were 765 and 500. 500 was me. The 11 total sales of card ladder, so a few more Bedsies have moved. And then Nathan McKinnon.
Hey, before you go on to the McKinnon, you nailed it. You couldn't have picked up this Bedard at a better price. I think you're going to be smiling ear to ear here in a few months.
We'll see, right? I mean, it's the same thing like I said with bootleg. When you have to wait till the second and third versions come out and how those evolve and how they change to see if people are still into it. Like the 16-bit is a very real thing. Those were smoking for a year, and now they're
Do you think, Albert, have we ever asked this? Are they more of the attitude, well, whatever happens in the market after our designs, that's not our issue, which is accurate? Or do they do the designs in mind of the aftermarket? Does that make sense? Like, because the PMG thing, they did not keep that in mind, right? They were just like, dump it, just flood the market with the PMGs. They love it. And it's like all the values just went to crap, right?
Well, I would answer you this way. Like, if you think about, let's say they do like 26 to 30 sets a year, and in each set you have 4 or 5 new card designs, that's like 125 new cards that you're throwing out there. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 really hit. They have no idea, right? And
but you have the control after. Like, they're in full control of what to do with liquid gold now moving forward. So I would not... I would not increase the odds. I would not change much. Leave it.
There's a big caveat, though, that you're forgetting.
What?
By the time this came out and people really gravitated to it, they were already done with the next 2 years.
Then you take out, then you adjust. I don't care. Listen, if you're like, well, we already made 3 parallels and then take 2 out. Then take the green, like if they do emerald melt, and it's a green like this, and an orange checkerboard melt, or whatever. No, take them out. I don't care if you pray. Lose money on it. You have the money. It's not your money. It's the company's money. Lose it.
Wait, don't make a parallel to these. This stays
I'm just
liquid
using this
gold.
as an example, right?
Right.
Like,
Well, but it's a
PNG
perfect
do it.
example. Like, leave this alone. If you're going to do it again, just it's still liquid gold. It's not liquid sapphire out of whatever. We're not. No. Just
they're numbered not owed, and oh god.
no.
Oh, okay. That's actually a really good. I'm glad you said that, Louis, because I have a question that I think about all the time when it comes to cards. So let's say you guys are in charge of Upper Deck, and this card is a hit. Do you, when you run it back, do you keep it? Do you think, okay, this is the liquid gold design, this is the liquid gold card, we're gonna change the player pictures and keep it as it is, or do you change the design a little bit?
No, you keep the design. If you change the design, you do it after you've done it the same 3 to 5 times, then you test the market. You taught me that. Don't change 80%, change 10%, watch. And then if there's too much, they'll tell you. I mean, the hobby will tell you fast and hard if what you did is working or not. If you just scratch the surface a little bit and don't jump into the deep end after you hit the grand slam, don't ruin it again. Don't trip going back to the bench.
Two things you could do that wouldn't kill it and call it different. My 2 things I do next year, when hopefully they did this, I change the player picture. That's one. I don't care if Bedsy or all these guys are in it again next year. Change the picture and just flip the card, but still have it. You know what I mean? Look at the design. The left and the right side are different from each other. If you want to do something different, just flip it. Yeah, invert it the other way, and then a new player picture. That's all I would change, though.
Change the liquid part of the gold. That'd be kind of fun. So if they're all in a stack, the outsides are a little differently die cut. That'd be kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, just flip it around and print it opposite.
I don't want the same players. Like I don't. That's a major theme. I'd like to. I don't want. But then it's hard, right? It's like, well, we tried a new thing. You want all your good players or not, right? I'm used to not having Brady Tkachuk in a lot of this stuff, so I'm used to it. It's okay.
I'd be totally fine with them not using the same guys again. But then now you got to think even farther ahead when you do this, because now you're building that living set, right?
Yeah.
So
you lean heavily on rookies. You maybe do. I would spread them 5 years apart and do like home and away, and maybe twice for a player ever. But then the premium will always be on the first. I believe very strongly
you could
in
have
the first
a calendar
year.
too, like liquid golds every 4 years, hollow views every 4 years, like alternate. And every year, sure, the first 4 years, 5 years will be painful, but you could have themed years, like the Chinese New Year of the Rooster or something. There's so much you could do. I'll tell you what you should do is parallel the crap out of it, add sticker autos. This is liquid gold could be a top tier insert for the next 100 years.
Can I also add something to that?
Lightly,
that good list that you just gave? Don't do some goofy e-pack achievements with this card either.
No.
It just waters
Leave it
down.
alone.
No. The e-pack community is already going to get the Gretzky Ultimate Shield. We know that's coming, right? And I'm gonna gamble on that day too. I'll drop a couple of grand to try and make 250.
So the last 2 sale, and then McKinnon is the last example we'll show. Last 2 raw sales,
I don't have it.
381. Oh, okay. So the 324. There's also AM34, Sloppy D, Kaprizov. I've been looking for one forever, and that's maybe the card I want the most right now. That's in my price range, and then Makar. So,
hey, we're gonna have to do a coin flip then between the 2 of us on bidding, because
you want the Kaprizov too? Yeah,
that's the only one I want, but I'm not gonna fight you for it.
Well, there's enough there where we both can have it.
Is there?
I think so. Let us know if you have other nominees or if you agree or disagree in the comments. We'd love to hear feedback from you, the good listener and the good watcher.
I got feedback right now.
Yeah.
Out of all these you picked, lavish, liquid, Dark Matter, and the bootleg. Which one is going to be the most successful?
I'm banking on liquid gold, but I don't know if there's any way to tell.
Phil,
That's
which
part of the
one do
beautiful
you
mystery
want
of
the
that.
most?
Oh, liquid gold. I want them all.
You can only have one. You're going to collect all of one.
I would go bootleg, but I don't agree with Josh's pick on what was the one right before this?
Lavish.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put lavish. My favorite sleeper of the year was SP Authentic Holofoil. That to me
That's a good candidate.
Mm-hmm.
That's a much nicer. It's a different card than the lavish, but that to me is much more of an insert.
Was that new though? I don't know if that was new. The specific here was
I thought it was. I thought it was. No.
I'd have to
Well,
look.
the old ones look very different. Well, I guess if it's the same name, yeah, okay, fair enough. It's not new, but I'd still pick. I'm still picking it because I don't like the rules of the game.
You never do. One other quick thing I want to roll through a new product releases. We did get an update from Upper Deck regarding some upcoming hockey releases. So on January 14th, we have the New York Rangers Centennial retail set, and then Allure comes out as well. And I just want to do a very quick sneak peek for you guys. Again, at the designs for okay, so there's some of the hits, but on Allure though, where so here are some of the what do you think about the 16-bit and doubloons? They went they cropped them off at the knees on doubloons, but I don't think this one looks terrible.
No, I like the doubloons. I'm not a big 16. It's weird. I'm a big computer nerd, but
yeah,
they're just not unique to me. It's it's a very unique card, but the pixely faces, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm
here's
a
what I
Windows
like
95
about this
kid.
16-bit design is that it's very much designed like the choose your character on the video game, the scroll right and left. You notice that?
Yeah, it's too gimmicky to me. It's just too gimmicky. The doubloons is beautiful. I hope they have Lumber Masters in there. That's my favorite card, man. Lumber Masters is an incredible card. They're so cool. It's great. It's like a little portal. Yeah, I hope they have.
Did you throw the base design in there, Louis? For Allure?
Did not.
Okay.
No, sorry.
And then we have the Chicago Blackhawks Centennial Hobby. So this is the hobby, comes out on the 21st of January. Not sure if there'll be a release on the 28th yet or not. Don't have that info from Upper Deck. But so just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, mailbag time. You ready, Philip?
Oh, nope. But I will be. All right. I had it prepped up. Yep, I'm ready. Not fast. Okay.
All right.
Hobby questions. Here we go. First question. Herschel Golfer 69. Oh, I love it. Good name, brother. Hello, gents and Phil the Loud Collector. I've been really getting into mid-90s and 2000 inserts of legendary players. What would be some of your guys' favorite inserts? So far, mine is the gold Padman and the gold medallions. Also, would Upper Deck be opposed to doing one legend set a year? I think an O-Pee-Chee Platinum Legend set would be sick. Thanks, boys. I agree, Herschel Golfer 69. An O-Pee-Chee Platinum Legend set would be sick. I am a big fan of the 2018-19 Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, Larry Robinson. They threw them in there, and Patrick Waugh as well. Not that year. Patrick Waugh's not in that year. He's in a different year, earlier year or later year. But I'm a big fan. I agree with you. Louis, what do you think?
I 100% think that an O-Pee-Chee Platinum Legends set would be awesome if we could call it that. And yes to the Padman. I just got one. I just got a Brodeur, and it almost, I won't spill the beans for everybody, but it almost made it into my top 5 favorites for our little Christmas show. They are amazing. Great looking cards.
Josh, anything to add? Or?
Here, let me finish. But just to answer the whole thing, inserts, any Fleur Ultra stuff, I love them. I need more.
I think when it comes to like the mid to late 90s and early 2000s, I'm a little bit more of a parallels guy. Like those are like the atomic refractors or the Bowman Chrome golds or the black refractors out of tops. Those speak to me a little bit more, but of course I'm an insert and parallel collector. So that's my world. I do love the idea of an O-Pee-Chee Platinum Legend set. The one thing that bugs me about is it the 2018 teens that were the all-star versions? Love the Wayne Gretzky and the Campbell Conference, but like for instance, as a guy who likes Pavel Bure cards, when they had, I don't think they had the license for the Russian national jerseys. So he's like on a weird blank. Some of those look a little goofy when it comes to that. I'd wanted them to have all the licensing in place to do a legend set there.
Mm-hmm.
Agreement from all three of us with some stipulations. Next question, Discord, Foley 48. Couple of questions for the Top Loader Binder gang. If you had 9 years of completed O-Pee-Chee Platinum rainbows of a player, would you sort each page by variant, all base on one page, all seismic gold on one page, etc., or would you sort it by year? Is there a dollar value cutoff in your mind for what is no longer suitable for a TLB? This is how I do it. All my O-Pee-Chee Platinums, rainbows, if I have the full set of, let's say, Brady 2021, I do it by the year. Yes, it would look really, really cool to have all the emeralds and all the seismic golds together. As you flip the pages, it's like wham, green, wham, orange checkers. I get it, but here's my reasoning. I'm not a slave to the checklist of every year. So that's why I like to do it year by year, because I'd have too many spaces. I don't have all the rainbow wheels of Brady. I'll just keep using. I don't want them. So there's only certain years I like just seismic golds. I don't want every year of Brady's O-Pee-Chee Platinums. But saying that, if you have all the years Foley, and you have every single rainbow of every single 9 year, then maybe that would look cool, man. I don't know, but uniformity and symmetry are the biggest priorities for my top loader binders. Symmetry, presentability, like staging a house. I'm very picky, and it's not a money thing. I do not have a dollar value. I have 10-cent cards in a lot of my top loaders binders, but it has to visually look sexy. I want my binders to look like a woman. I want to make love to my collection, So I want every page I turn, I want it to be as sexy as possible. And that's my goal.
You even have like your Gretzky all-time future watch in a top loader binder, don't you?
Yeah, it's right. My Gretzky future. Every high gloss I own of any player is all in a top loader binder.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys, any thoughts?
No, you lost me at sexy guy. TLB.
All right. Okay. Next question, Swifto Jr. Hey, boys. What's the worst card ever, and why is it this one? You're not going to get a disagreement from me, brother. This is the worst card I've ever seen. It's terrible. Yellow jaundice, 1 of 1.
I have one just like this. It's invisible printing plate from O-Pee-Chee paper, and it's pointless.
It's pointless. Louis?
Oh, right now my vote for worst card ever is that damn Celebrini out of Series 1. The face-off face.
Oh, I agree with you. How that passed the board, I don't know. Okay, next question. Instagram. Top shelf cookie sniper. Yeah, I got it. That's good.
Hey.
What is the lowest valued card in each of you guys' collection that you love the most? Hashtag suck it, Trebek. Josh?
Ooh.
Probably, I don't know. I have a whole bunch of raw Fedorov Young Guns, and I haven't comped them lately, but they can't be more than $2. But I love them.
Patrick Waugh, 1990, 91 for me. I have like 150 of them. I just like going through them. Brown pads, turn in butterfly. Love it. Louis, anything? Any crap cards you love?
No, you know what? It's probably Madano's
your entire
O-Pee-Chee rookie. Huh?
What? Phil, what did you say?
What did you say?
I didn't say nothing. It was Josh.
I didn't say a thing.
He was besmirching your character. Okay, next question. Instagram. Kevin B. Smith. With engraved icons now.
I got a feeling that I'm going to be made to look really stupid in the post edit of this show now. But here we go.
As I was saying, with ingrained icons now out on the shelves, do you think they'll ever make an O-Pee-Chee Platinum icon set? Is this Kevin, did you already ask this? Daniel Offertson Cosmic? That'd be cool. Mike Modano Emerald Surge color match? Gretzky Golden Treasure? Surely this is a top priority for Upper Deck. Cheers, guys. Well, I am always confident Upper Deck has something up their wizard sleeve. And I think I was proven right there this past week, but we'll see.
How did two people ask the same question in the same? It's like you wonder how this gets into the universe.
Maybe they're neighbors, and it was like snowblower driveway talk.
Can you guys think of a better set to do a legend set than Platinum? Like, is there one where
the Cup only legends, but half of them are dead? Yeah.
Well, and there's so many legends in it, and like as sweet as a Gretzky, the idea of a Gretzky Golden Treasures is, there already is one there's two of them.
Good point. Next question. YD Collectibles. The Cup Rainbow, how much value does it add by selling as a package versus individually? Single it out, man. If you sell it, sell it as a lot, you're gonna lose some money on there.
You're gonna lose.
You're gonna attract dealers, also known as hyenas, and they're not gonna. They'll either piece you out or drop the price really low if you're selling it as a lot. So
that's why they call it a package deal.
Package deal. I think we can all agree on that. All right, next one. Facebook. Lucas, what's up, buddy? What would you all pay for a base gold outburst of a player that you like but has little to no hobby value? Good photo, not insane, but you want the card long term. Solid PC guy. In this second example, the player pose is poorer than the first. Not terrible, could be worse, except he has hockey mouth. You want the card, but maybe not forever. I'm a fan of these base outbursts. It's interesting to me how for some I don't care to find the reds. The silver does it for me. Relatively inexpensive cards too. Golds are sharp in hand, but not so astronomical that I feel lesser about silver. Rant, sorry, Filipa. That's okay. Thanks in advance. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, Lucas. I don't know, man. Good question. The problem is you have like 2 to 4 guys on Reddit that just eat this stuff. They'll I don't know. If one of them doesn't take it, the other one will. So you have strong competition in that. I don't think the photograph matters too much, even though I just trashed that Celebrini card with Louis. I don't know. I have never seen one go under $500 myself. Crappy player or not. I mean, you're spending the money, Lucas, I think, no matter what. So you have to decide. Boys, moving on if you have nothing else to add to it.
I would just say the whole outburst parallels is the biggest positive home run Upper Deck's hit in a long, long time.
I don't think you can go wrong, Lucas. Pick it up.
Yeah.
So if you're like, I'm only paying $500 and you want $650, give him the extra $150, man. Just do it. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but all right. Next question. Secure Shell. Are you guys for or against in-person autographs? I like them if I'm the person that's in person getting the autograph.
Yep. Nailed it.
That's the only way.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Boys agree?
Yep.
Agreement. Next question. Ed Lister. What's up, Ed?
Never heard of him.
Hey guys, do you think if you guys were able to have this podcast in the early 2000s instead of now, do you think you would still have such a positive impact on the hobby as you do now? And what would your PCs like? Ed, that is very flattering that you say that. Thank you so much. Second question would be, how many Crosby Young Guns would you have in your top loader binder, Phil? Okay. How many would I? Yeah, that would have my crazy mindset would have been, they were still spendy, man. Don't get me. I was in, they were still expensive. I don't remember the pricing, but they were still expensive. And I'm very flattered for your positive framed question. And in the early 2000s, I did not publicly admit too often I collect hockey cards. Probably wouldn't be on the podcast.
Here's what I think. And I think the hobby would be a lot different if, say, us and everybody else was doing this in the early 2000s, because all these sneaky like inserts that we're finding now would have already been exposed. And so it'd be interesting to see how those cards played out today. I
didn't have money back then, though. Like when I was 19 to 22, I didn't have.
Well, you're 44 in 2000. Okay.
Oh, I'm now then? Oh, I'd clean up. Yeah, done. Sorry, I didn't get the question. Yeah, I was putting myself in old Phil.
We were much different. Yeah, I was thinking more perspective if we started this in our 20s, which we're all so different people than we are today that it probably wouldn't have worked out well.
Another good perspective, yeah. So
I'm really wired to. I really appreciate the question, Ed, and it is very flattering that you say we have a positive impact. I hope we do, but we try.
Oh, I wouldn't be doing this if that wasn't our mission, like our underlying mission that we don't speak about. I don't hang out with miserable people. I try not to.
I don't know how much of this is good or bad, but I'm really wired to. I don't spend a lot of time looking back. I'm very focused on what's forward. And so it's hard for me to even like I'm not a good reminiscer. I care more about what's to come than what has happened.
Sorry, Ed. My friend Josh here is no fun at the party.
Well,
sorry, Ed. I look forward. I don't dwell. Okay. Big wiener. Okay, let's go. Sure. Next question. Instagram. Gunther Cards 96. Hey boys, with Topps Chrome basketball now out. Oh, I didn't know. Do you wish for one more release? There was a Topps Chrome NHL release. Yes.
100.
Duh.
Yeah, Josh, Louis, you got a big yes from us. Yeah, big thumbs up from all three of us. A resounding yes. And we love our upper deck, but variety is the spice of life, baby. All right. Facebook, Mitch Offenbacher. Awesome. Firstly, I would love to see another hidden gem segment. Josh, take notes. Secondly, I have a question. Okay. What does Upper Deck do with extra products that don't sell or aren't ordered by distributors? Oh, put your tinfoil hats on. Does Upper Deck simply destroy the remaining boxes, cases? Can you imagine how many unpulled gems are still out there sitting in cases or boxes waiting to be opened or potentially destroyed? Yes, Mitch, I think that's how else do you sleep at night? That's exactly what I dream about. I dream about all the cards in Billy's desk that he refuses to give to me. What about even the redemptions, right? Like how many redemptions? What do you do with the redemptions? I don't know. It's exciting though. It's fun, right?
Well, there's two separate things. The redemptions and unclaimed cards, those go into like replacement cards for customer service issues. And I doubt they ever destroy anything. I think they sell out most. I think the extra product becomes the distributor's problem in most cases. And you would never destroy it because you never know if a player in a flagship release will pop off in year 4. And all of a sudden those $80 flagship boxes are going for $600 on the secondary market. And so I don't think that there's any value to ever destroying it.
Like Shane Pinto. You never know. Here we go.
You don't
keep dreaming. We know.
Dream on.
All right. Last question. Second last question. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mama. 2021. Hello, Prince Philip. Hello, my lady. Who is your favorite Disney princess and how many cards do you own of her? This is the greatest
question.
This is the greatest question ever on our show. You can see my smile. Phil.
I love it. It's great. Yeah, I have no shame.
You need.
Okay, so don't say that. Okay, so it's a little bit of a, I don't have any cards of her because I don't want to be weird. So
you don't want to be weird. I think that ship sailed years ago, buddy.
Normal people seem weird to me. So Ariel is by far my Disney princess.
Hot.
I am, find your own. I have had a kryptonite for redheads my whole life. I don't know what it is. I had a baby with one, and it's upstairs sleeping, and I love them dearly, and they are my kryptonite. So Ariel, legs or not, I don't care. I'll be a merman for her any day. I don't give a crap. There's very few women on this planet I would like change too much, right? I don't want them to change for me. I don't think I should change, but we should meet in the middle on most things. I would change everything for Ariel. I would change everything for her. I love her.
Does anyone else feel icky right now?
Well, whatever. Yeah. I know she's a cartoon, but who cares? And then after Ariel, it would be She-Ra, but that's Mattel.
She-Ra.
Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. And I don't own any cards. The Disney cards I own are very Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'm a big Mickey guy. I like Mickey Mouse and wizardry. That's about it.
Would you get down with Smurfette?
No, she got down with the whole village. There's only one of her. No, I don't need those sloppy seconds. No, thank you. No, that's horrible.
Okay,
no, Smurfs. If you want to know something, the Smurfs were demons. If you were Jehovah's Witnesses, I was scared of the Smurfs. Yeah, I was terrified of Smurfs.
You know what kid show I was terrified of? Like legitimately,
Care Bears
creep me out. Fraggle Rock creeped me out.
What? I could see that, but Fraggle Rock, dude, that saved my life. Like that and the Muppets, and
I love the Muppets.
Yeah, that and the Muppets, that saved my childhood. Like in sneaking to my friend Jimmy's house to watch He-Man and Ghostbusters.
Fraggle Rock, they were Muppets.
Fraggle Rock was amazing, dude.
Never heard of it.
Really? What?
Yeah, no, I
Yes?
didn't. Never.
Really?
No,
eh?
no
Great.
clue.
All right.
So
Last
I
question.
had to look it up.
Okay, last question.
Oh,
Do you
last
think a
question.
trend of yearly Bedard injuries will harm his hobby market in any way?
No.
Josh question.
If it gets to the Jack Hughes point, yes. But let's hope not.
Right.
I just bought a liquid gold.
Yeah, so if Bedard's hobby goes down, you can blame Josh. He just bought a liquid gold.
Blame me. Good job,
Let's
Phil.
blame Matt again.
Job, Philly.
Personal
Thanks,
pickups.
Louis.
Phil.
Bubkiss.
Louis.
I got a lump of coal and I have to feed it. It costs lots
Bumpkiss.
of money.
Well, good thing you have
And I was
me.
really, this one struck me weird, Josh.
Whose card is this?
Didn't
Fine.
expect this at all, ever.
Are you prospecting?
No. Louis had, and they're a lot of fun. Louis does wild watch parties where he invites people to his house. He does a whole food spread. He's got
Yeah.
an amazing basement. It's a fun hang. And the whole week before that, he was like, "Oh, you buy boxes? We're all opening boxes." And I'm like, I don't want to buy. I just bought a water
Just
heater.
like that, eh?
I don't. He's like, no, come on, you get a box. Texting me, did you get a box? You get a box? No. And then finally the day of course, I'm a degenerate and I have FOMO. I can't be the only one. So I break down and I go get a box. And then I bring it to his house. I slap on the table. He's like, you got a box? I'm like, well, yeah, you've been telling me for a week to get a box. And he's like, well, I didn't get a box.
No.
What is happening right now?
No.
Okay.
I said, Josh, Tori and I are going to get a box. You going to get a box to rip? No, I shouldn't. I just got a water heater. Blah, blah, blah. Tori is trying to be dry December. Okay? No hockey cards. He said he would if we all did. I told him, Tori, Josh said he's out. So you don't have to buy a box. Continue dry December. I didn't buy one. Then the meathead shows up at the house with one.
Yeah.
Josh
I can't
isn't
stop,
a
I won't
meathead.
stop.
That's not. I would say he's a doughhead, not a meathead. Yeah.
So I hit a Gabe Perreault, Silver Outburst Young Guns. So I just showed off. Flex it.
You're sending this to Slab Sharks.
100%.
Yeah. Get this off my screen. I don't want to look at this anymore. Sorry, Gabe.
Oh, Gabe is fine. I've never hit a cool Young Gun outburst. I'm not saying it's he, but so I was kind of excited. It was fun.
Are those Ray-Bans, Louis?
Oakley's.
Oh, that's what I meant. Oakley's. Are they Hallbrooks?
I don't
They're-
know.
they
How do I
should-
tell?
I got cool glasses too.
Yep,
big
they are.
ones with
It says Hallbrook in it.
Yeah, this is the only. So I've been wearing this for like 12 years. I can't wear any other frame. It's the best frame. If you're listening, good listener, and you got a fat face like Phil, Josh, and Louie, look up Oakley Hallbrooks XLs. You're welcome. You will never buy another pair of sunglasses or prescription. I got a little package.
Mm-hmm.
I said size 12 feet, eh, boys? Just
Yeah,
remind-
buddy.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show and you can tolerate Phil and you want to support us and want to chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 month donation. Join our out of $999 support level tier. Oh, crap. I forgot about in our top cards. Sorry. Hey, Phil.
What?
Do you have fun? Link is in the show description in both YouTube podcast apps and our Instagram, TikTok profile, on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, and at Patreon's website, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. We're on social media. Follow the Gong Show on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dogbox Ventures LLC. Have an amazing holiday week. We do have a Christmas episode in the can. We will never let you down. So if you need to escape your family on Christmas Day, we got you. Babalua, take us out.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show, let's go, let's go. Wanna say the minute show.
Phil, it's Ariel. I'm a mermaid. Will you be my mermaid?